put together. Each perspective in view. I am me, I am you. Justice, fear, and fire. Separate but together. Each perspective in view. I am me, I am you. I am you. I am me, I am you. I am me, I am you.
Attention citizens. Please transfer to 1399. Proceed instantly to the center. Thank you.
Hello, hello, one and all. We return.
Hello.
There she is.
I'm here.
We're back.
I was focusing on the getting my void orbs.
Understandable.
Important steps.
Seaweaver,
I'm really
good to see
close
you.
to cracking 3 digits here.
It's true. Seaweaver is actually equally close to making it to the 64, a big milestone. We'll have a new bit in the mix.
Oh, speaking
Priestess,
of
good to see you as well. So small point of order. OBS and YouTube are in a fight, apparently. So we don't have chat on screen, because it looks like this. Not good, because for whatever reason, all of my chat feeds in OBS don't know that I'm logged in, and also the custom CSS that makes it, transparent and look good don't work. So I'll have to figure that out at some point. I don't know what is happening. Nobody online seems to know what's happening. It's apparently come up in literally the last 2 days, which makes sense because it worked on Tuesday. So who knows? But we're chatless on stream. So, sorry about that. But it is what it is. Scobolts, good to see you as well. Other than that, in other news, I had posted up a nice little short around the whole "Hey, I got to 400 subscribers" thing. I don't know. I know some of you had seen it, right? We mentioned that I had reached 400 on Tuesday. Really, the new information is that, boy, shorts sure do seem the way to get subscribers, because I got like 16 off of that video alone. So, well, la-di-da.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so that was effective. which really just means I need to continue making those stupid shorts. Which, you know, is fair. I do have at least a couple sort of earmarked to be made. I haven't started making them. I downloaded the VOD for one of them. We've got the Asts and Buns, which really needs to be a short because that was funny. And then there was another one that got marked in Discord. I think it was possibly Eldritch Mom and Dad. I think might have been what got marked. But it was one of the things that happened between me and Viridian. So
I don't know if it was worth marking. I tried to go back through the VOD of last time to find it, but I didn't find it by the time I had to stop. But there was that time where we both did the dun 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 needs to go in there.
There's the simultaneous dun dun dun.
Yeah, simultaneous, like when your brain's saming.
Yeah. Well, regardless, that might be a bit as well, but most meaningfully, we do have a few shorts to be made, so that's exciting. I guess other than that, while I'm up top shilling my shit, if you haven't listened to the Telltale Heart, you should go listen to the Telltale Heart. I'm very proud of it. I think it was a really good story time. I would love for that to actually pop off. We'll see if it happens, but it's currently it's amusing because YouTube, if you sort of like pay attention to the analytics, there's like from videos in the past I have seen paying attention to the analytics, there's like this a couple different variations on typical behaviors for stuff going out. And there's like one that happens sometimes where there's this huge initial spike in impressions, like it puts it in a bunch of places, which never seems to work out because I get an abysmal click-through rate and then like it just dies. That's not the track that the Telltale Heart is currently on. There's the alternate path, which is like the slow burn, which maintains a much higher click-through rate and then ends up in like 2 or 3 days actually kind of finding a place and pushing it harder. So I'll be curious to see if that happens, like Sunday night or Saturday into Sunday might get like the resurgence of that actually going into the algorithm, which it hasn't been that bad. It's up to almost like 30 views, which is kind of typical for like a low end one of the story times. But I'm hoping that one can get a little more attention. We'll see. I got my eye on it. And then I just do random ass shorts and it gets like 500 views and 16 subscribers. So what am I even doing with my life? Regardless, that's not what we're here for today. Here we are
Disc 2, baby.
That's right. We're here to enjoy Disc 2 and the glorious sequence of Laguna and his shenanigans right now. Because
it's a Laguna sequence. I forgot.
It is because Squall is dead? Question mark? I suppose we'll find out. Yeah, see? Uncle Laguna, there's someone here to see you.
Oh, right. Give those kids that tiny piano toy.
What's this person look like? What? Okay. He was wearing funny clothes. He's talking to Rain right now. Hey, Winnie, how's it going? Welcome. I like that they've tried to give her some kind of accent. Is he at the pub?
I think it's just baby accent.
Oh, maybe. Yup, that's why I came over to get you, Uncle Laguna. Am I a good girl? No, you're not. No, you little shithead. It's dangerous to be out here by yourself. What if a monster comes and attacks you?
It's dangerous.
Oh, nachos. I could go for some nachos. It's only next door. It's okay.
I want nachos.
It's still dangerous. Since you're such a cute little girl, the monsters will especially be after you.
Why are you scarring this child for life?
Catch you and then they'll suck all your blood out. That's right. If anything like that should happen, Uncle Laguna's gonna cry. I'll be okay. She's clearly not that traumatized. I'll just call... I'm kind of being driven insane by her use of, like, you, spelled Y-O-O.
Yeah, they did a lot of that. I
But
think,
like,
I don't know if they still do, when it's like they're
I-
babies, so they don't talk good, and it's like, please just no.
I don't understand how that's supposed to be pronounced differently than like you. Like, why that word?
It's not good. I don't know.
The only thing I can imagine is I'm trying to think of maybe there's a word for you in Japanese that's viewed as childish. That might be like a direct word to word. You know, screw around with the word because they saw you being used in a weird way in Japanese, so they're like, okay, obviously we should make you weird here without grabbing like the spirit of the circumstance, which is kind of reinforced by the fact that "you'll come rescue me," right, is spelled correctly because possessive, like the structure of the sentence for Japanese was likely sufficiently different that they simply don't use the same word. Anyway, welcome to overanalyzing old text.
I wanted to talk about. I can't find it, so this
Hey,
is not going to be a
wait.
good story. So I guess never mind.
Nice story.
I'm annoyed.
Killer.
Well, the way that he was like trying to scare her reminded me of like an article or a YouTube video I read that talked about. I think it was like indigenous like Eskimos or something that would tell children scary stories about the ocean to basically teach them water safety in a way that would stick with them. And I was trying to find it because it had the same vibes where it's like scare the crap out of. I mean, it's like the stories of like Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
don't
like
go
all
into
of
the woods, you'll get eaten.
All of like the Grimm fairy tales and all of those sorts of stuff where it was like,
but talking about
forest
the use of scary stories as a safety teaching tool.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is that I think
make a better point.
There are legitimately monsters out. I think just running around town here, you can get into fights.
I was thinking more about how they'll grab you and suck your blood.
Well, yeah.
You're so cute. Like,
but I mean,
that was kind of the vibe.
It's true. But, like, they're literally monsters out. So, yeah, I guess whatever it takes to scare the shit out of the kids to keep them inside. I waited. Am I a good girl? No. Yes, a good girl. No. You're a child. You can't be a good girl. Dear Alone's father and mother. Alone's been a good girl today. Right? Yup. That means I don't have to kill her. Not today.
Wall? What are the speckles?
Seems to be full of bullet holes.
Is it bullet holes? The outside doesn't seem to match the idea of bullet holes.
No, but they kind of look like bullet holes.
You're not wrong. I'm confused by what is happening.
Yeah. I mean, it's also possible that that's another weird artifact of the upscaling of the backgrounds. And like
maybe? Like maybe they were more like cracks or something?
Yeah, like maybe they had a different implication.
That's
splatter
worse.
Marks, like, yeah, Whitney suggests. Like they could have
Black
been...
mold.
If they were to be blurrier and lower res, like maybe we would have interpreted it slightly different than the upscaling that's just kind of sharpened them into spots. But like, they sure do look like bullet holes.
I like the bit up in the top left with the phases. Like, it's so pretty to look at.
Priestesses. I'm quite pleased with how that one turned out.
It's just
honestly,
so nice
I think
to look at. It's
many
like
of them.
lamp.
I'm pleased with how they've all turned out, but that one is like, I'm partial to particles. We all know that. It's just
pretty.
like,
I like it.
It's very zen to look at.
It's like a lava.
Oh, now's your chance. Chance. Running.
But also, like, there's soldiers stationed in the square.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, like, what?
You understand, Alone? Now go to your room and play. I don't... Okay.
Man, how long did it take you to get in the door? They had a whole
I got in trouble.
They had a whole conversation.
It's because you broke the promise.
This is the singer.
Too bad. This is what?
The singer.
Oh, yeah. Laguna, use proper English when speaking to alone. I got in trouble. Too bad. Alright, he's not a shitty uncle. Well, Whitney, if you make it to the 128 when I need to, like, update the bits to be fancier, who knows? Maybe we can make it float. It's been a while, Laguna. Kairos. Or Kiros. I'm just gonna go with Kairos. He's Uncle Laguna's friend. He dresses funny, but he's not a bad guy. You seem well? Yeah, you too. I actually have no idea what emotion that was said with. Hey, how long has
So
it
is
been?
he like a tavern keeper now? Or is it just her?
Who, Laguna?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's giving off the vibes from that book. What was that book? He did the adventure, and then he ran a tavern. And it's like, he's telling...
Is that the Name of the Wind? The King Killer Chronicles?
Yeah.
That I am still salty about because it was never finished.
That book.
It's never
so
happening.
rude.
That trilogy is simply not going to be completed.
No, it's a duology that just drops off a cliff at the end. And there was
I had a tremendous amount of respect for him, and then he wrote those 2 books pretty quick, and then the third one is just like,
we
nah.
trusted him.
We did trust him.
And then he wrote that other book
forever.
that was in the same universe about that one. He got sidetracked.
Yikes.
He did a side quest.
Ow. Wow, that was a good bounce on that watch. Frickin' bounced on the end. Hey, how long has it been? You know, our grand escape from Sintra.
I made myself sad.
One would usually call that being chased out. I thought so. Well, I would say about a year or so. Thank you for explaining that. I was bedridden for over 6 months.
Like the crease in his back jacket is funny. I think that's an upsizing thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the main character textures have been dramatically, like, I think those have all been, like, hand drawn by, I say hand drawn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By, like, especially because it was actually interesting when I was pulling all the mods for this one to do all the upscaling. There's actually 3 different, like, character skin refreshes that you can pull in. Like, there's 3 different texture sets with slight variations to how it was done, which implies to me that, yeah, somebody just sat down and, like, redid the art. So you can kind of pick which one you like better. There's one that was a little bit more true, just like a kind of a direct redraw. There's one that was like a little more I don't actually know how to describe it. Like, it was even more detailed and took a little bit more liberties to kind of like draw in some of the stuff. And I picked the one that to my eye seemed like the mid-ground between those two. So it was like, because there's like some stuff like to reshade and draw attention. Like, I felt like I could see it the most on Squall's undershirt and like his pendant, because there was one that was like still relatively indistinct in those spaces and somewhat flat, and then there was one that like went kind of crazy with it and like drawing folds and creases and stuff in the shirt and like bulking up the pendant and like really drawing attention to it. And then I picked the one that was kind of in between. So there's like a couple folds on the shirt, but like not quite as crazy. Anyway.
I think this part has my least favorite music in it. And it's not even bad music.
It's just kind of flat. It's just like,
yeah. It's just filling stuff up.
Seemed like every bone in my body was in pieces. I nursed him back to health. Thank you for taking good care of Laguna. I was able to recover in about a month or so. Wuss. Ever since then, I've been searching for you. Why? After leaving the army, well, just killing time, I guess. Life's pretty boring without you as entertainment, my man. The silence. He couldn't handle the silence without Laguna yapping constantly. That's a harsh thing to say. I've been living a productive life here. Well, I mean, for like 6 months after the 6 months of you just laying about. I think I understand what you mean, though. So, what do you want to know? What? What's Ward up to? How's Ward doing? Ward quit the army, too. No, that's not the singer. The singer was Julia.
Oh, who's this?
This is Rain. Who I
Did we meet her before?
don't know. I don't recall. Luckily, he found a job and he's working pretty hard. What's he doing? He's a janitor down at the D District Prison. Wow. Can't picture him mopping floors, but I'm glad he's doing well. Oh, and he never got his voice back. Could basically tell what he wants from his facial expressions.
Why don't
So,
you learn
do you
sign
wanna know?
language then? Come on, man.
Right? Yeah, see, tell me about Julia. How's Julia doing? I don't know. You mean Julia, the singer? That's right. Laguna really admired her and always frequented the nightclub. Admired. Shut up. So what if I did? Julia used to sing at a nightclub? No, she didn't sing. She just played the piano. And the first song she released was Eyes on Me. How does the song go? You don't know? Well, you never let me hear it. I didn't think you listened to music. What? Like, ever. I didn't think you ever listened to music.
I didn't even know you knew what music was.
You know what music is. Remarkable.
Philistine.
Song's about being in love. I really like it. Heard she recently got married. Oh, yeah. Some army general, right? General Caraway or something.
Wait.
That's Renoa's mom.
That's Renoa's mom.
I'm not too sure. I read in a magazine that her true love went off to war and never came back. General
Bro.
Caraway comforted her while she was feeling down. NTR. That's how they got to know each other. So she didn't wait for the soldier to come back? Like, it didn't seem like it was that long that she needed to wait. Jesus. So what? Who cares? Look.
Didn't
Okay.
he just said that, like, it was months to recover, but, like,
As long as she's happy, right? That's all
it
that
hasn't
matters.
been that long.
This doesn't seem like it had been that long. I don't know.
I thought we were talking, like, maybe a year had passed since that happened.
Yeah, seems
Fickle,
like that was
fickle.
what it was. Anyway, ain't that right, Al?
Fickle.
What? What are you talking about? Right. I've got Laguna and Rain.
Were you talking to me when you said, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what were you
Fickle.
Mom? Oh, fickle.
Yeah, fickle.
Gotcha. It's true. A little
Like,
bit
what do you
fickle.
mean?
I mean,
It's
to
clearly
be
related. Yeah.
okay, to be fair, they met like once, seemingly, like in
True.
actual conversation. So like,
But if she quantified him as her true love,
has her first her
In
first
some
job or true
interview.
love? Yeah, that's weird. Like
that's
she could have.
weird. Unless she's like clout farming,
You never
making
know.
herself seem sadder to make
Uh,
her more mysterious, compelling.
sell those
Sell
albums.
those albums.
Yeah,
You didn't
It's
need her
true.
anyway, Laguna. She's a clout chaser.
you didn't. It's true. I guess that would explain Renoa's flightiness too. That's the
Yep.
whole. It runs in the family.
Oh yeah, that's the vibe.
They just they're just all over the place.
Like, oh, they're not standing in front of me anymore. I guess they're dead.
I guess I
and
don't
should
care.
Move on.
They're dead. I don't care anymore. Next. Okay, enough talk about this.
Goldfish memory.
So, what do you want to know? Where am I? I think the fairies are here. That's not what I said, Laguna. Fairies? Yeah, I guess so. And our work today should be a finch? Cinch. It's different from a finch. Looking forward to the battles. What do you want to know? Let's talk later. Time to do some work. Okay. So what's your plan? You're gonna stick around for a bit, right? Would that be okay? You work for what you eat. If that's fine with you, you're more than welcome. You know, a finch. A tiny bird. You know, call work a finch now and then. I certainly do.
Only when I'm going out.
Oh.
Only if the work is filling up my bird baths. And the work is a finch.
I can't. Swap his junction, so I don't know what the hell he's gonna end up.
Is he always Squall?
Well, he's Squall, but Kairos is.
Oh, who knows? Yeah.
Somebody. You just be those guys. Oh, I did not say a fence. No, a finch, the tiny bird. Understandable confusion, really. Do you have any you do. I don't know who you are. Oh, this should be fine. It's not so bad. Man, I really need to get more magic pulled. Oh, you know what? I should junction. Key, Siren, Carbuncle. We'll just throw folks on. Oh, wait. Actually, I forgot. We want the move find. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I think Laguna doesn't run the bar. He, like, helps protect the town. I think the Esthar soldiers are really coming. That was 2 years ago, right? They would have been here by now. But you never know what a country ruled by a sorceress could be up to. That's racist. I guess? I don't know if sorceresses are a race, I guess. I don't remember what they actually want from me here.
Murder.
Yeah, I don't... I'm not sure what I need to, like, track down, or if I need to do a certain number of kills, or if I'm supposed to go somewhere. Oh. You are low enough to get the limit breaks. Fantastic. I don't really know where he latches that rope to.
You just hang him from the sky.
Just, I don't know,
Or he
calls in a
produces
helicopter.
random helicopter.
Yeah, that he just has, like, just the old pocket helicopter. What a maniac. Come on, guys, you kill some monsters, too. We're only on watch for SR soldiers. Screw the monster. Oh, that's why. You guys are just assholes. Give me a break, guys. How can you not kill monsters, is the question. How do you manage to thread around every monster in the freaking square? I can't walk around without tripping on a monster, and they're just like, I don't know, Disney princessing the monsters, giving them a nice pat, singing songs so that they... I don't know, they're just alighting on their fingers. I don't think they're going to survive this. Damn, that was a big one. Must have been a crit on that guy. Hey, recover, med, refine. Let's get you. We'll get you HP junction. I feel like part of the weirdness about the music here is that it just like you always jump back to it right after fights, and you're stuck fighting in this place, but then you
forever.
you just get slapped right into this super low-key music. It's just like, just wild ups and downs. Magic stone. Dispel. 8. Thank you. Oh boy. I don't know if I have room to fit encounter half. It's a really quick series of attacks. Yeah, I thought I was like, I could go for a limit break, but I think just shooting the stupid bug in the face would do the trick.
Murder him!
Hey, Ifrit got strength up. Ability, strength plus 40%. Yes. Now we gotta go learn a different thing. Ah, strength bonus. Yeah, +1 to bonus to strength at level up. That's a big one. We can get that one. Then Squall can just have infinite strength. And by infinite, I mean, well, one more every level. Up to, I guess, right now it would be like a 70 extra, because he's level 21. So, you know, you consider the max possible. Laguna, I have a simple question. What exactly do you do here? See, he doesn't know either. It's like this. All the working men in this town were sent off to war. The only ones still left in town are old people, children, chocobos, dogs, and cats.
You can just say animals?
You could, but no. And I'm sure you've noticed, but the monsters have made their way into town.
What are those
This here
soldiers
town
then?
took real good care of me. So basically, I want to return the kindness. We're looking at the Monster Hunter of Windhill.
What? Who are the soldiers then?
They're only watching for S-Star soldiers. You heard them. Other than that, they're Disney princessing with the monsters. They're just hanging out. So, as of today, you'll be my assistant. We're to patrol the town up to the town entrance. If we see anyone in need along the way, we help them. That's our basic duty. That's called town guards, Laguna. Like, that has a name. You did not need to be so long-winded about it, but it's fine. I'm kind of curious if the text on those, if there ever was a high-res image that, like, existed in production that made these actually legible. I'm kind of trying to, like, read as, like, that looks like it starts with an M. It kind of looks like
Manor?
Matthew.
I would guess manor, but
Maybe.
yeah.
It's a little bit wonky. The one at the top kind of looks like Thunderbug.
I was gonna say Theodore, but sure.
The middle one kind of looks like
It's
it
so
says
hard to
loading.
Because some RPGs do like that pseudo language on purpose,
Yeah.
and some of them actually put weird.
Right, and that's why I'm like, I wonder if there is like a pre-production or production image that was high res enough that you could say, oh yeah, they actually put something there, and then it just got crunched.
You know, this town may be overrun by monsters, but we still have a flower shop. Gosh,
That's
darn.
right.
We're not uncivilized.
It's been quite some time now since you've recovered from your injuries. Well, you have to have a place to get all the flowers to go to the funerals of people killed by monsters. Obviously. Thanks to everyone in town. This your town must be quite dull for a young lad like yourself. Perhaps it's time you return to Delling City. Is that the end of the discussion? Okay.
Bye.
They just, like, toss you back into control of the character. And I'm like, nothing to say to that, Laguna? Not a single little response of like, oh no, I love it here. Or, you know, I like being able to help the neighborhood. Anything? But no. Nothing. He's just like, conversation is over. I'm going to leave now.
Goodbye.
Except not saying that. He just walks off.
It's just like, okay, bye.
This is why, like,
so strange.
this is why videos exist of, like, you know, live action reinterpretations of RPG conversations and stuff. Like the Skyrim NPCs. God, I love those.
So
They're so funny. Caution! Chocobo, maybe? Chocobo crossing? Whoa. What a noise.
It looked like somebody riding a chocobo?
Yeah, I think it's like Chocobo crossing or... I want to shoot him. Damn, that bump from 20% to 40% up really gave Laguna some real firepower there. He's hitting them hard. I don't think it's got anybody riding it, but I do think it's a chocobo.
What's happening above it then? Is this a
maybe.
crack in the paint, maybe?
Yeah, it's like maybe damage to the sign.
I think that's weathering.
Wear and tear. Anything here? Nope. Somebody tried to ford the river here. I wonder if anybody streams
I can't not
Oregon
see
Trail.
those. Oh my god, I would actually watch that.
Well, that was what I was referencing when I said ford the river, but now I'm just
Yeah.
like, does anybody stream?
See, my thing is, I want the original one. Like, all of the remakes softened it in some way. And I'm like, no,
Dude.
give me the original one where no one lives ever.
The original was brutal.
Brutal.
I know you can find that probably somewhere on like a Lost Media website to download.
Yeah.
That would be a pretty funny
We used
stream,
to play
honestly.
it in grade school computer lab on the what was the Apple what did they call the Apple computers that were like the colorful dome backs?
Oh,
What were those?
IMAX.
Were they IMAX?
I didn't play on an iMac. We had some old Windows 95 machines.
Yeah, the candy colored one. I'm pretty sure that's what they were.
I remember IMAX in high school.
Oh, maybe I'm conflating it
I
because it
think
does
you
say
are.
that they were released in '98, so that wouldn't have been grade school.
Yeah. I worked on an iMac in high school. I remember like I was in the
that was
like
what we were
website
playing on.
club doing like HTML for the website and stuff.
I'm so old that I didn't even have to. I think I'm old enough, Poe, that I think by the time you went through high school, did you have to take a typing class?
No,
Okay.
I didn't take a
Never mind.
typing. Well, I don't think I had to take a typing class.
I didn't have to take any computer courses. No typing,
chose
no
to
computer,
take
none of it.
a Java course as an elective.
I wish I had done that. but
Yeah,
I'm not even sure it was available.
yeah,
When
I
was
did.
going through.
I did a Java course as well as the website club, whatever I don't know if they called it a club, but it was essentially a club. I had to wake up at the ass crack of dawn to go in it for 0 hour to go to website club.
I did not remember that you'd done that.
Yeah, I did that for a year, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why.
That's like when I recently went to do.
All right, our first patrol complete.
I did like a college course, like on my own time.
We're to report to the commander.
Just like a couple years ago, to to
The
do
pub.
like Java and HTML
Right.
and stuff to just kind of get it. And it was like psychic damage. I took psychic damage when I was doing the reading for the course because it was talking about turn of the century coding practices. And I was like, I want to die. How dare you?
Oh, yeah.
That's not. Don't turn of the century me.
They hate me, but I got a shop? Okay.
It was brutal. The psychic damage I took studying for that course was bad.
Yeah, well,
I was like,
it do be that way.
It's hurtful. Why would
I
you say
probab-
such hurtful things to
I
me?
probably had a freaking high school course about those turn of the century freaking...
That's what I mean. You were in the course
I was
learning
in
the
it.
cutting edge turn of the
I was
century
in that very
coding
one.
practices. I was like, no.
It's true.
I was
But yeah,
so
no,
old when the
the-
century turned.
the grade school ones were
I could've
Windows
sworn they had
95
color.
machines.
Yeah.
I think 95. They might have been...
I remember Oregon Trail.
Well, so there's a few things that I recall. There was Oregon Trail.
Mhm.
There was the goofy ass snow ski free, where
I
you
don't.
eventually get eaten by the abominable snowman, no matter how hard you try. There was Sim City,
I don't remember that.
not Sim City 2000, just Sim City, I think.
At school?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then there was also the weird hover game, which I believe is what essentially identifies the operating system. And I think it was 95.
I only remember playing Oregon Trail ever. But they also should have, which we had on our home computer, Carmen Sandiego game.
Well,
They
yeah.
100% should have had that at school.
I remember, you know what I remember always as far as the home
there was some
computer?
math game.
I always remember the
aliens
goofy,
shooting?
the Encyclopedia Labyrinth. Do you remember that? 'Cause I remember I think we used to sit down and try to do that together. I don't remember
I
what.
did not remember that until you said that. And then I had this weird picture of like pixelated, old graphic facts with like, was it like a hedge maze?
I think it could be a few different kinds of mazes. Because, like, I think you went through floor by floor, and I think you went through different appearances as you went. But, I'm trying to think of the name of that goofy-ass encyclopedia software.
Encarta Mind Maze?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Holy moly, I just found a YouTube video.
Yeah,
Microsoft Encarta 95 Mind Maze.
yeah.
Oh, yes. I did not remember that at all.
You didn't? Well, I do.
Not until you
I
said those
still
words
remember
to me, and
that.
I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
Reminder to everyone in chat or anyone who
We're
comes
old.
across this VOD. We're old. I mean, the thing is, as goofy as that was, it was kind of like cool as a premise. Like it
The
got
premise
us
kind of slaps.
way more involved with the encyclopedia than anything ever would have. Like
I'd play it again, I think.
we got all kinds of weird
It
factoids
would
at
be
the time, I'm
interesting to play
sure.
it again and see how the science has changed.
Oh yeah, I'm sure stuff's way different. Anyway, hey Laguna. Are you doing this patrol thing every day? Thing? What are you calling thing? Weren't you aiming to become a world-traveling journalist? Heard of timber maniacs, right? I had a talk with the chief editor. He said he's interested in any article related to world travel. That's great! We should go talk to him sometime.
My mind is blown. Sorry,
Yeah.
I totally started looking at pictures of Encarta Mind Maze.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
So I remember that one. I'm trying to think of other.
We had like a
things.
math blaster or something. Was like a little alien with math.
Yeah, that one I don't remember nearly as well.
I just the Carmen San Diego. I remember I never won. I never knew it was happening. It never made me better at geography. I really wanted to be good at it, but I was not.
Yeah. It'd be okay if we stayed here a bit longer, right? You need time to gather more material? Seems like a really nice town. You're gonna write about this place first, aren't you? No way. Can't make this place famous. Too much publicity and you get all those tourists and stuff. You're afraid someone might come and take Rain away? Laguna, you've changed, man. Hey, I see a monster. Change of subjects. Yeah, but there's also the old Chips Challenge. I remember Chips Challenge you can just get on Steam now.
I remember that name, but I don't remember. Oh.
There was also, so on our grandma's computer is where Chips Challenge was actually, now that I remember. So you might not have been nearly as connected to that as I was.
Was there like a pizza delivery game on that computer?
Not that I remember. I do
like
remember
you were riding a bike through stuff, or newspaper delivery.
Oh, like that's
It was a
possible.
newspaper
Yeah,
delivery game.
it's. I mean, wow, what? I mean, that's just a famous game that is it called
Paperboy?
Paperboy. That's it. I was trying to add the news at the beginning. That's not it. It's Paperboy.
Yeah, that looks familiar.
It's also one that I do not know the name of, but was just like a roller coaster design. It wasn't Roller Coaster Tycoon because it wasn't the whole park. Like, you didn't do the whole park. It was like literally just a simulation of putting together a track and then running the coaster through it. And like, that was the entire thing. I don't know what that was. I remember it distinctly though. What? Girl talk. Let's go back
3D
later.
roller coaster builder demo?
Maybe. Come on. Something inside me tells me to listen. Rain, aren't you gonna marry Uncle Laguna? Guy like that? Oof.
Ultimate Ride?
Ugh. I will never know the name. No matter what you say, I will not know it. I don't think I ever knew it. He was carried in here crying like a baby, and I was the one who had to take care of him. His crude way of speaking, I don't know of his aspirations. Every time I try to have a serious conversation, he avoids it. I can't stand his snoring, and he talks in his sleep. He's really nice. I really, really like him. Rain, Uncle Laguna and Elle should all be together. Hide! But, you know,
Ooh, that would
I
make
think
me
what he
sick.
really wants to do is travel all over the world. I don't think he has it in him to live in a quiet country town like this one. Some people are like that. It makes me so mad. Makes me so mad.
I have just fully gone off the rails looking at
You
the
don't-
video game.
You don't like him? I feel the same as you, Alone. Oh? I'm back. What was that? Laguna, you freaking shimmy shaking? Yeah, you're back. I came back in a hurry. I think that was, yeah, faking it. Yeah, just got here. Definitely. Oh, they've given me control again. Report to the commander.
Okay.
Here's my report on today's patrol and monster extermination. Including Buchu Buchus and Bun Buns that Assistant Commander Alone oh so hates. Exterminated 19 monsters. Alright, thank you. Shall we eat before you get started with the next
Alone's
patrol?
a little girl. I was like, who's Alone?
I'll call you when it's ready. Just wait in your room. You seem pretty tired. You should take a quick nap. Okay. Bye. Yeah, but on the subject of old PC games, I really like I remember several different ones all connected to different computers because like I was a child.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like my
you didn't
stuff.
Have you didn't have your own computer.
Yeah, which of course,
We
like
had
the
one
family
computer.
computer is how we ended up with like Encarta Mind Maze because the parents were like, it's a computer, it's educational. I remember like Chip's Challenge and the roller coaster and probably Paperboy was on our grandma's computer.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't know why she had those. They probably came with the computer. Honestly, I think she's probably glad they were there because it kept me distracted at least, so I wasn't entirely annoying while there.
Yep.
And
there are a couple cartoons that were like dedicated at like I think we only watched at her house.
But then it was our aunt and uncle's computer that I remember things like Space Pinball 3D. That was a little later, I think, but Space Pinball 3D, as well as a really old flight simulator. I do not know which era of flight sim it was, but it was.
This must have been I guess the
old.
internet wasn't quite as much of a thing then, but
no.
This must have been before they went off the deep end and decided that was bad.
Long
Computers
before,
in general
long before. That aunt,
the devil.
That aunt specifically, not both aunt and uncle. That aunt, as what Kappa is alluding to, went off the absolute deep end and was like, we're not going to have internet anymore because they're watching us across the internet. And it's like, okay, you're not like wrong, but also
you're very wrong.
You're very wrong in another way. Like you don't understand what that means, and also you still have a phone. Like you don't know. Honestly, though, she might not have a smartphone. All things considered, who knows? I don't know. She might have gotten rid of her phone. She's crazy. She might just have the landline now.
I don't know.
Crazy.
Truly bonkers.
That is
the side of the family that really went bonkers.
The descent into madness on that side had been seen for many years ago. And like, oh boy, you're going a little bit wacky with it. I see. I see.
Part of that I'm pretty sure was Fox News, but like also just wacky.
Yes. I remember, like, after that fact, I was like, I remember there were definitely indications that she was in the wacko scene for a long time. Like, thinking back to other things that she'd said or had come up, I was like, she might always been very prone to the possibility of conspiracy theory stuff, so.
Sure, yeah. I don't know how you have such good memory because I don't have that.
I only have some. It's like the way my memories work is they're all like interconnected in weird ways. And if you just ask me like unprompted to summon certain stuff up, it'll never happen. But if I have like a single neuron to connect to and it's like related to something else that comes up.
And I feel like my memories
tether them together.
A bunch of vignettes. So like if you could put like a spotlight, they're like a frozen vignette, like a spotlight on a theater stage, and it's like one moment or an assembly of moments, and then it's just black until the next spotlight. Anything in between, like maybe when you say something like Encarta Mind Maze or Encyclopedia Labyrinth, you might open an aperture just a little bit on a spotlight, and I'm like, oh wait, that's some light on that section of the stage.
That's not entirely unlike the way I could view mine. The simple fact though is that like if I hear things and then start thinking about it, I can see a bunch of the vignettes that were like previously dark that are like, there's this and this and this and this. Like
you can follow
that connects to all of these other things that were previously dark, and I would never have been able to summon them up unprompted, but like something connects. I'm like, yes.
And I think sometimes too, I quote unquote remember things, but I only remember them as being factual. And I am the most distrustful of those memories because I have no other, like, it's just knowledge. It's not like an image or I can't remember a conversation or anything like that. So
fair.
And also the things I remember are stupid. Like this is not helpful to me.
So unhelpful. All right. I get scared sometimes, says Laguna. Scared of waking up somewhere else. Scared of not seeing alone. Scared of not seeing rain. What happened to me? What is this I'm feeling? I don't know. I feel like being incapacitated for 6 months is likely to give you some trauma. Oh, please let it be this room when I wake up. Please let me be in this puny bed when I wake up. Oh, yeah. I think I'm trying to think if this is starting to give the indication that, well, and as I think it was Contract last time they came by, mentioned that, like, Laguna used to be in initial design a much bigger part. Because I think this is implying that Laguna has dreams of Squall's timeline. That, like, they see each other's. Because this seems like something that Squall would be much more concerned about. Because he keeps going down and, like, envisioning this times and place. And I think this is sort of putting it out there that Laguna was doing the same, but in reverse, and seeing Squall's stuff. And so, like, it's causing him distress because he probably spent 6 months out of commission living a different life. But that's really vaguely alluded to right now. And they might get more to saying that clearly later on, but, like, it's so far removed from this that it's kind of hard to connect those dots. Where am I? Ah, welcome back, Zell. The dream world again. Uh-huh. How's Laguna doing? Oh, is that Zell and not Squall? I don't know. I didn't see him. Oh, maybe he was Kiros. It's not like oh, no, he was Ward. It's not like I know everything about Ward, but...
Yeah. That's interesting. So even when Laguna and the other aren't together, it implies that it's not just Laguna that's the center of it? Or maybe because at the beginning they were together and it follows them, like opening or breaking a dam?
Who knows, yeah.
Interesting. I had forgotten that.
You know, Laguna and company went to that Centra place and got into a real fix, right? Nod. After that, Ward's been all alone. He's working in some sort of prison-like place. And he's bored out of his mind. All he wants is to be fighting alongside Laguna.
Can't talk.
He's a tragic figure in Ward.
Anyone to talk to.
So, what is this we're experiencing? How the hell should I know? Oh, now we're Zell. Didn't you say that Ward was working in some sort of prison? Yeah, so? Wasn't he from Galbadia?
Maybe.
Sure, he's a soldier there. End of conversation. You want to draw the freaking lines for us there, Renoa?
Oh, is the idea that they're in prison in Galbadia right now?
Yeah. Well, since we're prisoners, shouldn't we be trying to break out of here? Yeah, is this a prison sequence?
That the connection they were
is that how we end up here?
Is that how we end up in prison? I could not remember.
I wonder what happened to Squall.
Prison sequence.
Did they bring him here too?
Because even then, we joked about how there's always a prison sequence.
It's true.
And this one always felt really long. I don't know if that was just because we had
Correct
to run
me
it
if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be Ward in that dream world? Just now I was. Does this room look familiar? Of all the stupid Zell, you are so stupid.
He's such a
God
jerk.
Damn it, Zell, you're so dumb. Hey, whoa, wait a sec.
Renoa's like, maybe I do have to draw the conclusion
two
for you.
Brain cells
They're fire. They found each
are
other
rubbing together. He's lighting a fire.
Some friction.
Give him a second. He's gonna make a spark. I know this place. It's lit. The spark is fired. Everyone listen up. This is the prison that Ward works at. He's a janitor here. Oh my god. There's so many rooms just like this. It's gotta be here. There's a prison for political activists in Galbadia. This must be the place where Ward works. Right here where we are. I'm sure of it. It's no surprise we're in jail. We did attack the sorceress. And up against the president. We'll all be sentenced to death. That president is no longer in charge. Now that Galbadia is in the hands of the sorceress, what's going to happen to us? Things don't look so good. Thank you, Selfie. What's gonna happen to us? Where the hell is that guy, Irvine? Where's Squall? Did the sorceress... Hey, look at Squall. Where am I? How did you recover? I challenged Adia and my wound? No wound? How? Galbianian soldiers. We were surrounded. He was there. Cypher, leering
So
down
now
at
we're
me.
doing this playthrough, and we're trying to
Cypher.
see, because somebody mentioned
Oof.
in the last stream. Oh, that's sick looking. Somebody mentioned in the last stream that there's some like fan theory or whatever that
Oh, right.
Squall's
That he...
dead for the rest of the game.
Yeah. And the
And
rest
this
is like a
just
dream.
his afterlife. Hello.
Elf Rider Blue Moon. Hello and welcome.
So I'm curious to like view it through that interpretation.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I guess that would mean that even when we're in asides, we're watching from Squall's perspective, right? So it's not like we would be skipping back. So you really can't make a choice. Now, why did I think that we were... My brain stalled. Here, just a second. It'll come. Are we in a desert?
Yes. Is that play
Okay.
one? This is not the first time we've played this. We have not played this in a really long time. This is something that we used to play in our childhood when it first came out.
Yeah.
And now this is sort of our nostalgia tour
trip.
of
Yeah.
back through Final Fantasy VIII. So a lot of the details are quite hazy for us. As well as a lot of the I don't know,
remember
more
locations, but not why we end up there.
more of the like a lot of like the fan theories or like the stuff that I would potentially look into more with like a game that I played now that was like new and I was enthusiastic
Now that the
about.
internet exists.
Yeah, like when we played this, I was way too young to care about any of that shit. So like we have
Or
very
even young enough,
straightforward view.
not old enough to realize that those kind of things would exist.
Yeah. Like we just like the childlike
like the
wonder
internet
of
would have had
playing a
anything, yeah.
game, and so we're not trying to do anything like crazy as far as peak optimization or any crazy speed run, aside from abusing the limit break thing, because that's something we did discover on our own when we were young, which was very exciting to our child brains, thinking we were the smartest people in the world. You play 7 and 9. Honestly, I have enjoyed 7 tremendously in the past, and I played 9 only, I think, a single time, like, ever. And I realized that I think I'm definitely going to stream 9 at some point, just to, like, re-experience that, because, like, that one I remember even more vaguely, to be sure, than either 7 or 8 in this one, because... like, this one we played through several times. We were very attached to it. And 7 I've played through more recently. Like, that one I've played more. Regardless, let's get out of this damn prison. What's that loud noise? I don't like him at all. Ooh, there's 3 of them. Oh, it's probably mean guy. It's the sound of your friend being tortured. What? What do you mean? Shut up! Don't screw around with me. You understand who's in charge here? I mean, to be fair, Zell really could probably just take him out, because
Yeah.
She is the one that fights with his
he shook a whole
fists.
train when he punched it.
Yeah.
So, like,
I'm asking
get some
you
of
a
that going on.
question. Ow. Bop. Why, dude, why did you even run up with the gun? That's such a terrible idea. Like, you are now close enough to have your gun stolen.
Yeah.
Stop! As they just bop him with the feet.
It's supposed to be
I
a
almost
distance
forgot.
weapon.
Yeah, you don't really want to be that close with the gun for him to steal. Hey, man, is there a Renoa with you? I'm Renoa. Oh, all right. Then come over here. Like, that was easy. What are you doing to Renoa, you bastard? Unconscious. Does Renoa cut her hair? I
think now you say that,
Don't-
I think that does maybe happen, but it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet. More notably, I actually remember in 9, the heroine cuts her hair.
Oh, maybe that's a 9 thing.
Because
It'd be weird if it happened in both 8 and 9.
One of the few things that I remember from 9, because I think that's where her name actually comes from, because she has a dumb name that she doesn't like. And so she wants to be called Dagger or Dirk. Something knife related, and it's like, I think it's done as she like cuts her hair with a knife.
Dagger. I think it is Dagger.
If I'm remembering with my very vague... See, now we're back to me connecting weird stuff in my memories that we were talking about just a bit ago, how you can't remember, and I'm like, well, I kind of connect
See,
it.
and now that you said that, I can remember that she has like an orange pants outfit, like, right?
Yes,
With,
yes. It's like an orange outfit in the hair. Yeah, so I don't...
We're like stumbling through the dark together.
Renoa cuts her hair in this one. I think that's 9. Stop it already. Stop, I'll go. Renoa. No, I'll be fine. Let's go. I mean, she is the daughter of a general. She's got a better chance than the rest of us. Squall, you're pitiful. I beat your ass so hard. Don't even give me that. I don't know why I'm so woozy. Wow, that almost looked like he was just going to snap my neck for a second.
Why am I so woozy? I don't know. Maybe you just had an ice spike through your body.
Yeah, that's probably it. Take him away.
I did not remember these, like...
Oh, nice.
The little fuzzy guy. I did
Little
not
fuzzballs.
remember the...
I'm sure you can
That's
imagine
very
what
biblical.
happens now.
No, well, maybe.
I can make some inferences. What do you want?
I forgot about those solitary confinement cells, and they are pretty badass.
Tell me what seed is. The day demands to know. We don't know jack shit. We are so uselessly uninformed. Seed. Code name for Balam Garden's elite mercenary force. Seed. Combat specialists. Thanks for that quick
We know,
flurry
Squall.
of thoughts.
He's like,
Don't
"Bro,
you already know?"
We're in the garden. What are you talking about?
I'm not a seed. There must be some kind of secret you're given when you become a seed.
Oh.
I never played Dissidia, actually. Well, a large part because I never had a PSP. Obviously now you can emulate a PSP just fine. But I never did. I feel like that's, if I remember correctly, something that like caught my eye and seemed cool, but like, you know, at this point I'm so far removed from when it came out. But yeah, I never did play Dissidia. There's nothing. Even if there were, you think I'd tell you? As cool as Defiance is, that really doesn't help you in your circumstances. You really could just be like, there is no secret that I know, at least. Like, I've been a seed for like 2 days.
Yeah, bro, like, I barely what do you mean?
You're on my tough nut to crack list.
Why
Cypher,
do you have that list?
That's a weird list to have. That's
so lame,
weird,
bro.
Cypher.
That's
should maybe
super lame.
Maybe just have cooler lists. Have you tried a grocery list? Like, that's a cooler list than a tough nut to crack list.
Even just I knew
Didn't think you'd talk that easily.
Like even that would be
What? Cypher, what are you talking? I didn't think you'd talk so easily. And all he said was, I don't know. Like,
I don't think he's saying he did talk easily. He's just
he's agreeing that I knew you wouldn't.
Talking easily. Yeah,
okay.
He's like, yeah.
I knew you wouldn't talk that easily.
You were on my list. I knew
geez,
you wouldn't.
I'm honored.
I knew you wouldn't crack.
It was a weird delivery, though.
Yeah. Well, that's your fault.
No, even the
the one who
statement's
read it.
kind of a strange one. Like,
I mean,
it's
Cypher's a strange one.
he is. So here's a little something for you.
Here's what he sounds like a little boy playing a bad guy.
He absolutely
mean?
does.
And
Which,
I
I
don't
mean,
think that's intentional. Maybe
I
it
don't
is.
know.
It
Actually,
might be
I think it kind of is intentional. Like,
because he's just
if you consider how melodramatic
Ajaya does
and
call
like
him a little boy.
yeah, like he's caught between being a little boy and a man, and like
Mhm.
how melodramatic and how sort of played up a lot of the
Arrogant
teenage
years,
tendencies
yeah.
of the characters are. Like, it might be intentional. Like, he's just sort of childish, and he's just like
a baby.
he has aspirations,
A
but like he
bad
doesn't know what the
baby.
hell is going on. Even if you don't talk, others will. The instructor, the little messenger girl, or that chicken wuss, he wouldn't last 3 seconds. In all reality, some of it is the fact that they're trying very hard to maintain like PG-13, and Cypher, the big bad evil guy, is like, chicken wuss. Like, maybe he could be a little more intimidating if they allowed him to say anything more intimidating than what a 9-year-old might. Like, that's part of it, I think. They're all here? It's true, Squall has no idea. Oh, you bet. But, since I like you so much, I thought you should go first. I was hoping you'd be there, Squall. So, how'd I look in my moment of triumph? Dude, I beat your ass so hard. Like, I just found you and I just, like,
Is he
bent
under
you
a
over,
spell,
just
or
paddled
is-
your ass.
Because she cast some type of magic on him to get him to go, but like, is he still spelled or is he just like a bad guy? Little both.
I think he is actually a bad guy. I don't think that he is lying when he says his aspiration was to be the Knight of the Sorceress. Like, I think that's really what drove him.
But sorceresses have never been good, right?
I don't believe that's entirely true. I think there
Okay.
was an era of a good sorceress. So
Okay.
it's
So
hard to
he's
say.
having like
Yeah, if
Camelot visions.
yeah, like if we want to give Cypher sort of a more full-bodied potential character, like it is possible that his overriding sort of ambition is to be the champion of the sorceress, and he's like possibly struggling with the fact that like he has to be bad
Bad
for
guy.
it, but like
His last name is.
yeah, it's Squall Leonhardt, I think, is the last name, and he's being tortured. He's having a rough day. He's just up there. As you do, My childhood dream fulfilled. I've become the Sorceress's Knight. Sorceress's Knight? His romantic dream? But Cypher, now you're just a torturer. But, like, the thing is he also doesn't really give much indication that he's, like, trying to be better, right? Like, he certainly doesn't show much trepidation, and he always has been a little shitter. So,
Yeah.
I don't want to give him too much credit, but, like, he might have wanted to be a bad guy. Like, he might have wanted to go with a
Maybe
wicked
it's more about the
sorceress.
power than the bad guy. Like
It
the
could
most
be.
powerful, yeah.
Yeah, like, he just sees the potential power, the standing, the, like, glory that goes along with it, regardless
The
of like what
quote-unquote
they're
respect.
doing. Yeah. What did you say? Passed out cold, eh? Literally one shock. That's all we got. This is the scene where you swear your undying hatred for me. Yeah, see, he's just kind of a melodramatic
He's just living
weirdo.
a fantasy, man.
The tale of the evil mercenary versus the sorceress's knight. He does call him evil in that regard.
Squall.
Welcome back, Poe.
Call Squall even.
Exactly. No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Indicates that he's
living
sort
some
of
weird Camelot fantasy here.
working on a different perspective of morality. He thinks for some reason he is in the right for whatever viewpoint that is, which that may be tied into the ensorceling that came from Adea. She might have sort of abused
She maybe just
his...
played on what was in there.
Yeah, like he had desires, and like she's convinced him that she's not evil. Like that she, whatever her aspirations are, is for the betterment of the world, society, blah, 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 whatever, you know. And that the seed organizations, they're the evil ones. They're wicked, trying to get in the way. Oh, you've only played 13. I'll be honest, I didn't like 13 that much. I did play all the way through 13 when it first came out, and I tried again after the fact, and I grew far too frustrated to finish it.
I'm trying to remember if it was 13 or 12 where I actually got stuck because of the way the leveling worked.
It was 13.
Was it?
All that to be said, I would encourage you to try other Final Fantasies. Because if you enjoyed 13, and I would argue that it's one of the worst, there are a plethora of options to enjoy greatly, perhaps. So, you know, that's my marketing pitch for other Final Fantasies, if you need a marketing pitch. I don't know. You can do whatever you want, but... the tale of the evil mercenary versus the sorceress knight. The fun's just started, Squall. Don't disappoint me now. He's already unconscious.
What are you doing?
10. Hey, you don't have to be female to enjoy 10-2. I enjoyed 10-2 as well. Obviously, play 10 first, though. Play 10, and then you can play 10-2. 10-2 is a fun game.
Yeah?
10 is also a fun game, but 10-2 is also fun. That's a good duo of games.
Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to play female characters if you're not a gal.
Truly.
It's allowed. Even encouraged.
Yeah. 10 and 10-2 are very good. Many people find 9 to be their favorite. 9 is kind of the last of the PS... It's not kind of. It literally is the last of the PS1 era, where I feel like there is a fundamental shift beyond that of, like, the way the games present themselves and storytell a little bit. So, like, a lot of people really like the older style of Final Fantasy, like 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then, even 4 and 5, but those are, like, very old. And obviously, 1 and... I'm trying to think of how the numbers get all weird and shifted. I'm not sure which one I might be missing, but they're all pretty good. Not all of them have I finished either. 4, 5, and 6 are ones that I never finished. You know, now I'm really just thinking, like, I really need to have a Final Fantasy series of me finishing the old games that I never finished, honestly.
Yeah, do it. I'd watch it.
Yeah, like, I can get hold of all these
Final
things.
Fantasies that...
Because I've gotten to various points in their games, but just never finished a lot of the older ones. But yeah, 10-2 is very good. 11 is an MMO, so you don't need to worry about that one. 14, also MMO. You can play it if you like, but it's a whole different thing. 12, I think... I enjoy 12, but 12 feels kind of fundamentally weird. Like, I feel like 12 is a little bit of a different style of Final Fantasy, almost. The story in 12, the big part is the story in 12 doesn't feel as grand scale as some of the other ones, I think. But I did find myself enjoying 12 much, much more after I had saw somebody talking about how, rather than many of the other Final Fantasy games where they give you a character and like you follow the adventure of that character, like there is a main character, like we have Squall, there's Cloud, there's Zidane from 9, there's Tidus from 10, like the characters. The main character in 12 is like, at best, technically a sort of audience stand-in to ask stupid questions, which makes him kind of a stupid protagonist, taken as a standalone. But I saw a really interesting point made about Final Fantasy XII in that it's much more... No, Noctis would have been 15. 12, I don't even remember his name from 12. Vaughn. That's the one. You got
Vaughn
it.
Was
Yeah.
9. Am I stupid?
That's Zidane. 9 is Zidane. But like I enjoyed 12 the second time I played it much more after having heard somebody talk about it, in the sense that, like, think of 12 the way you sort of think of Star Wars, where it's not necessarily the single character, but it's like the little band of characters that you're following, right? So you have like, you know, you've got your Luke and your Han Solo and your Chewbacca and your Princess Leia, like, all together. And it's not the same as, like, there's the core character that you follow and then everybody else that's kind of secondary. It's like you have your merry band of adventurers and they're all kind of equally important. And that,
I just don't think I remember 12 at all.
That really helped me enjoy 12 a lot more when I realized that. Because when I first went through, I wanted to like Vaughn, like, as the main character, but, like, he's just not. Maybe it's not Vaughn, because there is a Sky Pirate in 12. I don't remember his name. Maybe it is Vaughn and it was somebody else that I'm thinking of. But, like, the person you first... Hold on, I'm just going to look it up. Let me open up FF12 characters. We're just on a character bent of yakking about characters. Yeah, Vaughn ends up being a Sky Pirate. But at the very beginning, he's just a kid, essentially. And, like, that's the first one you play as. And, like, he's really terrible to get attached to, because he's not a strong character. He's like the audience stand-in. He's just there to sort of ask questions. Balthier is the main Sky Pirate. And also, I feel like I should have listened to him, I guess, because Balthier constantly talks about how he's the main character. He literally, in the game, says, I'm the main character. And, like, Balthier is the stand-in for Han Solo. Like, they literally have connections to the Star Wars characters. Like, Vaughn is kind of like Luke, except he's not as cool as being a Jedi. He's just, like, the farm boy. Balthier is like Han Solo, which, you know, he's kind of a Sky Pirate, mercenary, smuggler guy who's way cooler. Then there's Fran, who's like a lady Chewbacca, except she can actually talk and doesn't just growl. Me. Yeah. Then there's Bosch, and Ashelia, who's like Princess Leia. Bosch is, I don't know, Bosch is Bosch. Like, it's not a one-to-one, I guess. But going through a second time and giving more credit to the party as a whole, rather than trying to make Vaughn like a substantial and meaningful main character, allowed me to enjoy 12 a lot more. So really, just like, that's my advice. If you want to play 12, like, do so. It's a fun game. It has really fun mechanics. It kind of feels like an MMORPG that you just get to play on your own, that you don't need other people for, because, like, the way you interact with monsters in the field, and you know, the leveling system and the side quests and stuff. If you enjoy, like, playing an MMO, 12 is a good set of systems that feel similar to that, but you can play it on your own. And then you can sort of enjoy the story with your cast of characters rather than one singular, heart and soul protagonist. But anyway, I'm off topic. That's my continuing to shill for various Final Fantasy games.
What's interesting? I missed it.
I think the connection of the multiple characters in like Star Wars for 12.
Yeah, okay.
See, that's interesting to hear that you didn't care as much for 13.2 and Lightning Returns, because that's almost inverse of what a lot of people I heard like the feedback of. I never actually played 13.2 and Lightning Returns. Hey Phantom, I'm sorry you're so sweaty. I hope you can get some cooling off going. But yeah, I never played 13.2 and Lightning Returns, which is actually why I went back to try to play 13 again.
Ghost?
What's that?
Phantom has become Ghost?
Ghost is Phantom's mobile account. I'm on it. I remember this stuff now. It takes me a while, but I'm on top of it.
Remember we talked about?
It's true. It's just memory hold. Which is so I wanted to go try 13.2 and Lightning Returns because I'd heard more positive feedback, but I couldn't. I wanted to play 13 again so that I was like up on the story, but I just couldn't bring myself to finish 13. Which I don't know. Maybe I'll try again. I guess maybe it would go better on stream with. But well, if people like to hear me rant about stuff, I'm sure they would love to freaking hear me go through 13 in that case. Your computer's out on an island waiting for your return. What's it doing on an island? Do you live on the island? Is it normal for it to be on the island? Or just like, you just yeet it across a freaking ocean? What? 13 was originally on the... Was 13 the 360? It had to be. It would have been the 360 and PS3. As far as like where you can get it now, you can get it on PC. I like how we're just leaving them in prison as we yak about other Final Fantasy things. Sorry, gang.
Yeah, Zell's just perpetually in pain.
I don't know actually. Yes, it was originally Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and it's now on Windows. I don't know if it was re-released on anything.
Don't worry, I'm opening a chip bag for maximum noise.
I know, I'm in multiple places. Yeah, I don't think it actually got a re-release on anything else. Which I guess is not tremendously surprising considering it wasn't particularly well received in a lot of ways. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to come back and give 13 another go. I can't say that that's terribly surprising. PC ports do be that way. All right, I guess let's going back to Final Fantasy VIII. Let's allow Zell to stop being in pain, right? Ow, 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 ow. It's no use. There seems to be an anti-magic field here. I don't remember that. Buff. What's that noise? How does this happen to you, Seaweaver? How did you get 5? I don't understand. You again. Buff. Damn him, that numbskull. I'll stop him.
Mean to him.
Yo, who do you think you are? Yeah, you big meanie. Stop that. Oh, Zell's about to attack with some punches.
Yeah. Pop off, King.
You'll regret those words. Dude, just bust his skull open. Just pop. He's so mean. You okay? It doesn't work so well, but... Cure. Flashy. That's the worst anti-magic field ever. She's like, they're like, well, there's anti-magic, so we can't use mag, and she still uses it. It's like, well, it might not be as effective, but like, she still does it. Jeez. Well, now, Squall, I'll ask again. What is Seed, and why do they oppose the sorceress?
Did she even try to do that for Zell?
Oppose the... I don't know. She might have pretended to. Oppose the sorceress? Sir Cypher, the missiles targeted for the garden are ready to launch. I forgot about the missiles!
Oh, me
Excellent.
too.
Oh, please, God. Don't do a cutscene right now before I've saved. Please don't. It's definitely going to crash. Balam Garden is to be destroyed on charges of training seeds to oppose the sorceress. What? It's a pity, really. I grew up there, too. But orders are orders, and Adia wants it destroyed. No. You know, there's a lot of, like, swords and sorcery stuff that I can forgive with the, like, we have swords, they have guns. Like, I can give a lot of leeway just for the coolness factor. It does get a little weird as soon as cruise missiles are introduced. That does feel like a step.
Why are we fighting with swords?
That does, yeah. We get a little more modern, and I'm like, wait a second.
One thing if you were fighting against only monsters with swords, but the fact that they're used in actual war scenarios makes it.
I know.
Weird.
It's like, and then there's also cruise. Like, it reminds me of an upcoming game that I very much am paying attention to called Kingmaker, which is finally just like, I don't know, the fantasy of, would you like to go fight medieval battles with modern weaponry? Here you go. And like, all of the videos and gameplay stuff is just like a dude riding a horse with like an AR-15, just shooting guys in armor, fighting in swords, like a mass battle. Like, they're fighting and you're just like, do, like, just shooting the shit out of them and like calling in a tank and just running over medieval soldiers. I'm like, this is incredible. I love this. It's just a stark, strange perspective. In that game, however, you're the one with the tank. In this one, you're the one with the sword, which is weird. After the garden's gone, the seed hunt will begin. Oh, it's like freaking, what is it? Jedi Order, like the Order 76 or something that hunts them down. Speaking of Star Wars stories being retold, I'll be a day's bloodhound and hunt out every one of your kind.
Yep, since you weren't good enough to get into Siege,
it'll be
you're
fun,
just assuming
Squall.
they're all evil.
Don't die on me yet. Continue with the interrogation.
Why? What interrogation at this point?
I don't know. Ready to talk?
About what?
Oh, I don't understand the question. Don't mess with me. Adia says you know something. Now spit it out.
About what?
Are you gonna go insane from your freaking random art dudes, I assume is what you're referring to? I can't. I don't understand. It's absolutely baffling how that happens to you. Talk. What is Seed all about? Seed, aren't we mercenaries for Balam Garden Special Forces?
Squall starting to be like, are there 4 lights?
Yeah, so? Yeah, so this one is specifically from 99. Actually, the Final Fantasy VII was from 97 because it was a whole big deal. It was released on like something 7th in 97, Final Fantasy VII. Like, it was a whole thing. It's the main reason I always remember the year that Final Fantasy VII came out. This one was from Final Fantasy 99. Yes, the year Final Fantasy 99. But I am cheating. And I have modded the hell out of this. So it would be a lot blurrier if I hadn't done that. So,
which is mostly because we have HD screens now.
Yes, like it does still hold up pretty good. It holds up a lot better than 7. The polygons in 7 are rough, to say the least. This one holds up better, but the textures are muddy, the backgrounds are blurry. that was just designed for much lower resolution screens and CRTs, which hide a lot of faults. But that being said, it was pretty easy to mod, and you know the results are pretty darn good.
It looks really good.
It holds up. And so yes, 7 I think is the roughest looking. 8 holds up with mods. And then once you go back to 6, it actually starts looking good again because 6 was the last sprites-based one, and they're lovely sprites. Like, that game looks great. It's sprites. Beautiful. Yeah. I don't know anything. Why do you keep asking me? Just let me die.
Salsa, I gotta go get more.
I'll lie. I must live. Nah, just let me die. It's fine.
Our emo king wants to die. He doesn't want
What's that? He's like, he's never talked before. Why would he start now? Hey, good luck, Phantom. I hope you have a safe work journey, and I will see you back in a month, hopefully. You'll have to regale us with your tales. Don't break your ankle again. Freaking, don't trip on anything. Don't step on any wasp nests. Don't freaking break your ankle. Keep it together. Stay healthy and hale. What did you say? Your breath stinks. Nice one, Squall. You're killing it.
In his defense, he's been electrocuted a
You
lot.
asked for it. Yeah. I was very, how's that? How you like me now, huh? It's very, Princess Bride-esque in that moment of like...
Yeah, it is.
It's like, not to 100! Blah! Good night. A great movie. Anybody that hasn't seen The Princess Bride,
Movie.
it's a great movie.
Book also good.
How much time creators spend making these games?
Even hilarious. Like, so good.
Quite a lot of time. Though, back in the day when this was made, quite a bit less time, honestly. It didn't used to take like 12 years for games to get made. Still took time, but not like 12 years time. Completely knocked out cold. Hey, you two Moombas. From my perspective, however, as a creator,
that's what they're called.
We can definitely put a decent chunk of time into stuff with absolutely no confidence that it will reach anyone. Not as a video game creator, but like, you know, streamer, video creator, all that stuff. There is no confidence that anything will work. And you do it anyway. Hey, you two Moombas. Watch them. What now? Oh, I'm in control. Can I please, for the love of God, save the game? Please do not crash. What do we do? Just stay here? We'll get tortured for sure. I like how Zell has to sit on the floor in order to talk to anybody. You can't just sit here. You have to think of a way to escape. Anyone got a plan? Well, we could skin this little guy and wear him as a disguise. Selfie, you lunatic.
That's so mean.
You literally just
Why
cured
would you
him.
say that in front of the
I'm
poor
kidding.
thing?
I'm kidding. Like, Selfie is the
That's
worst at
so
jokes.
worse.
Maybe. Or she just says the weirdest shit. That is, to be fair, very consistent with her character. She has done this repeatedly, where she just says the wildest shit.
The guy came in and hurt him. Kicked him, smacked him. The poor little thing has obviously been abused.
I know, and she's like, well, we could
She's
skin
like,
him
"We'll just skin
too.
him." Like, that has possibly happened to someone you know.
Selfie, why are you like this? Doesn't sound like you are. Yeah, Zell's even like, what? Well, we can't rely on magic here, so we have to go with weapons. Zell doesn't need weapons. You could just literally beat the shit out of the guard next time he shows up.
Mm-hmm.
To somehow get them back. Weapons. My weapons are these fists of mine. Oh my god, he's rubbing his two brain cells together again. He's gonna get the spark. It's gonna light that fire. Come on. Wait a second. I could do some serious damage without weapons. Zell is the stupidest man alive.
But also,
It's up to me, baby.
if you're in a mercenary school, you absolutely require everyone to have some basic hand-to-hand combat.
They are so underprepared for anything. Like, what schooling were they getting? Like, why are they so unprepared for anything?
They were actually there taking, like, English class.
Clearly, they were taking freaking underwater basket weaving before they took spycraft, like, lockpicking,
Leadership.
how to deal with capture scenarios, like anything that might be useful for a mercenary. They're just like,
Techniques for withstanding torture.
welcome to home ec, where we're gonna learn how to make freaking biscuits. Let's begin. Like, that's what they were doing. Let me go. I'll go get the weapons back. Oh, yeah. You worked here as ward, so you know the place. Also that. Not really. All ward did was mop the floors. Like, all the floors? So you've seen all the floors? Yeah, just leave it to me.
That's helpful.
You two lie down there. What?
Oh.
Oh, this works. Guard, we need some help. Open the door. What's the problem? Women are unconscious. I think a snake bit him. A snake?
He is the stupidest person. in the world.
Okay. Even the mean guy's like, what are you talking about? Dude, there's literally a Moomba here. Just be like, the Moomba attacked them. Like, that would work. Also, they just left the Moomba here. Like, there you go. Well, I'm off. Also, like...
I would have had
Okay.
Zell on the ground.
What's that?
Because there's no way. Like, I would have had probably Selfie do that
Well, yeah.
and have Zell be on the ground because she's way less threatening.
Also, you could just take his billy club. Like, he's got a
Yeah.
club. Selfie
Yeah.
fights with a nunchucks. What is a billy club but a, one half of a nunchuck? She can manage.
A chuckless nun.
Yeah, chuckless nun. Well, immediately I've now thought of a nun with nunchucks. Not really connected, but now I'm just like the freaking karate nun with nunchucks.
Like, I knew what I was saying when I said it. I said it on purpose. But for some reason, hearing it out loud was so much funnier to me than hearing it in my head.
Freaking chuckless nun.
Chuckless nun.
I guess. Just stop getting away. Okay.
Oh, God.
I remember why we were always here for frickin' ever. You know what? Hey, you want to pull up a guide real quick? Because I know there's like, first you go up, then you go down, then you go up again, or like something along
like
those.
raise and lower stuff.
The
right?
first thing I want to do is find a damn save point, because I do not want to have to go back through that. Because I know there are cutscenes in this dungeon, and I know it's going to crash the game. Honestly, maybe I just save, and I restart the game now. Maybe I just try to head it off at the pass. We don't have to deal with the crash games. We know it's going to happen. We've seen at least one cutscene already, and it's like after 2, the third one crashes the game. That one, for those curious, that one's on me because I did mod the cutscenes, and that just seems to be what happened.
Do you have Diablo
I do.
yet? Okay.
Oh, they're suggesting, I'm sure,
The
junctioning.
mug command.
Mug command. I don't know if I have that. Switch. What are they suggesting mugging?
It just said possibly from Biggs and I don't know.
I was going to switch to freaking encounter half is what I was going to do.
Sure.
I don't have encounter none, but I do have encounter half.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, next up.
Oh,
No,
that was so funny.
I do not have mug. Change tech to mug.
Okay. So you pick Let Me Die.
That is correct, Poe. The modding is half the fun.
Blah, 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 blah. Zeltrick guards an entry hall, make his escape, take the stairs up to floor 8 to find 2 Galbadian soldiers examining the team's weapons.
Okay.
It'll be extremely easy.
Hey, bro. Look at this. Seed weapons. I like how they're like marveling at it and not being like, why don't they just use guns? Like,
Yeah. Like, why?
what is this shit? A
How
whip?
does it shoot?
Some nunchucks? Like, why don't they
would you
just use
stick a
guns?
knife onto your gun?
Like,
It's not even like a bayonet, which is out of the way. It is like actually in the way of the
why
gun.
not? Check these out. A whip, nunchaku. These are shit. Like, these are so shitty. Why would you use these? You an escapee? Nope. Pizza delivery. Yo, I'm here to reclaim
It's
these.
not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
I was trying to think of a way to portmanteau DiGiorno into something more amusing, and I came up absolutely empty.
You're never gonna beat the Chuckless Man.
Well, that's not even a portmanteau.
I don't care. Make him.
Too easy. Okay, but this has also not allowed me to say
I
piece
feel
of cake,
like
baby.
I feel like I remember there not being a save point in this area, which is why it was so annoying.
Possibly.
Because there's no mention of a save point here.
Dear Lord. Don't hit my face. Stop grabbing my leg. Let me sleep. Don't hit my
that's
face.
like a little-
Laguna. Shut up. Laguna. 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 Oh, yeah, that's right. The Moombas. What?
I forgot.
I don't
that
understand.
They called you Laguna.
Laguna. Laguna. Yeah, they somehow recognize the connection. Laguna. Laguna. Okay,
They're so
Laguna is
cute.
not an easy word to say. I
Yeah.
know you lot know more words. Use your words. There's no way you only know how to say Laguna. Laguna?
Okay, we've said Laguna too many times.
Too many goddamn
Nonsense
times.
now.
Yo, sorry to keep you waiting. Zell, the weapons? Voila! Woohoo, alright. Aim big end. Time to go kick some ass.
Such a weird thing that happens here.
Yeah.
Why?
I
I feel like they were just like,
Don't
look
know.
at our graphic. You know,
Right
like at
on.
the time, they're like,
I don't
"Look
know,
how
they're just showing
cool."
off.
Just so strange.
Also the Moomba. He's
Like,
here
I'm
too.
here too.
Hell yeah.
And I'm also here.
And me.
Okay, we got
Who-
floor 8. Make sure you
Oh,
equip with the mug
Hold
or
on,
start
I got
learning, and then there's a boss battle.
Who's got what
Coming.
here? Who's got... You've got the other magic. Okay, that's what I thought. Switch. Kiss this with...
Okay,
You know,
so you can mug some important items from Biggs and Wedge, such as a strength, love, and a regen ring. So that's
Oh,
why they say.
what now? A
I
strength
don't know what a
glove?
strength love is.
What
I'll
the
go look it.
devil?
I'll go look. These items can be used on a guardian force to have them learn a new ability as long as they have room to learn it within the ability pages. Okay. What a weird Japanese name.
Can anybody explain a little bit of story about 8? Okay, so where we're at now, that's a reasonable question. So we just started disc 2 of 4. disc 2 of 4. Obviously, we're on PC. We don't have multiple discs, but back in the original times. Ye olden days of the PS1 where the back of the discs were black and you had many of them in RPGs and they had a flippy case. Anyway. So we'd be on disc 2. So in disc 1, we pretty much just met our cast of characters. We found that they were growing up at a mercenary school called Gardens. We went through the exam to become a seed, which is like a professional, full-fledged professional mercenary at the Garden. We were then dispatched to do some relatively small-scale work in sort of working with resistance forces against the Galbadian military. So Galbadia is one of the main empires, and they've been rabble-rousing a bit. They've been causing some troubles. And so we did some work against the Galbadian military, and then we kind of stumbled into a bit of a bigger conflict, and we found out that the Galbadian military, or that really the Galbadian president, wanted to put the sorceress. There's a sorceress. It's the sorceress, not like one of many sorceresses. It's like the sorceress. And they wanted to make her an ambassador. Now, the Garden was of the opinion that this was not truly a diplomatic measure so much as an intimidation method to then start taking over the world. So then we were given a special mission to kill that sorceress before the sorceress can go cause some problems. So we were working through that. We were doing that mission
because she's not nice. She
getting all prepped, and in the process of that, the Garden's fears were sort of substantiated, and that she was then giving a speech and being like, wow, you guys are really stupid and I'm in control now. But she did it in such a fashion as to be like ensorcering them at the time, because they were still like, yay! She did this at a parade, and everybody's like, yay. Well, really what it was a bunch of like freaking weirdo VTuber fans that worship being punished by Mommy Sorceress. That's pretty much what it was. She's like, you're all pigs, and they're like, yay! And, that's essentially what happened. And so we were like, well, that's not good. So we carried out the assassination attempt. Oh, also she killed the president. So, there's no president. She's not the ambassador. She's queen of Galbadia now.
Yeah.
We made the assassination attempt, and it was an abject failure. It was also a stupid plan, but we'll leave that to the side. Abject failure. We got our ass beat. In the process of getting our ass beat, we have been placed in prison here, and that's where we find ourselves. We are trying to escape the prison after having attempted to assassinate the sorceress, who is taking over a country, who has taken over a country, and is likely to now start trying to make more of a mess with other countries.
Globally, yeah.
Yeah. And so then what we have learned here, for anyone just now joining us, what we've learned here is that, Cypher, who used to be a friend,
a student
an associate.
With us, a frenemy.
Yes, an associate. He is working for the sorceress. He is her sorceress's knight, and is
whether
apparently
or not
here
magic
trying
making him do that is very debatable.
Yeah, he is trying to specifically learn the secrets of the seed. And so this is kind of the first time that we as players and even characters have been introduced to the idea that there is something more to the seed and the gardens
than just the mercenaries.
Yeah, there's no reason for us to have believed that something more was afoot other than, we're just a professional mercenary force. But The sorceress certainly seems to think that there's something more afoot, and so Cypher is trying to get that information. But we don't have that information.
Yeah.
We're just out here being stupid.
Yeah, so we were a student. Zell and Selfie were students with us. Kistis was an instructor, but it's super weird because she's only a year older than us. And then Renoa, when she shows up, she was part of the rebel group that we had a job for.
Yeah, the Timberwolves. Not wolves, owls.
So that's owls. Do we know what happened to Irvine yet?
No.
We haven't
Irvine
seen
is
him?
not here.
Okay. Irvine was the sharpshooter who pulled the trigger on the priestess. Or
That is
the sorceress.
correct.
But we don't know what happened to him yet.
He is, as far as I'm aware, not a seed, but a
No, he
separate
seems like a secondary
mercenary brought in as specifically the sharpshooter. He is not here with us right now, so we
don't
really
know
don't know
where he
what's
We also
what.
don't know where Renoa is.
Yes, Renoa was here, and they got taken away.
Oh, that's
Now,
right.
added to the complexity, of course, is that Renoa is the daughter of a Galbadian general who also was involved in the plot to kill the sorceress. So he's not like totally evil on Galbadian's side, but that's the cast of characters involved
That's
at
the
the moment.
landscape.
Irvine is a cowboy, essentially. Well, he strikes me a little bit more as a wannabe cowboy, like not really a cowboy, but he really
Like the
tries to be a
idea of
cowboy to impress the ladies. Is this the cell with the uncooperative prisoners? Yes, this is it. Please give him something to really complain about. Should we be picking on prisoners so soon after getting transferred here?
No.
Just be quiet and let me handle this. These are the prisoners. Lieutenant Biggs, Private Wedge. Ah. There they are. Biggs, Wedge. They will not be mugged. I do not have the ability, so
That's fine.
it doesn't matter what they have.
It doesn't actually look that serious. We don't want to regen ring it. So.
Yeah, it's not really a big deal. All I really care about is making sure I get all of the GFs. So we meet again. Now we'll teach you the lesson we should have taught you earlier. It's gonna go bad for you.
I missed
know,
one
like
of the
some-
whatevers in the whatever list.
What? Oh. Was there
How
one?
Sad, yeah. When we first met Irvine,
Oh.
and there's that you arrange the part, like Irvine's like, this party's great.
Oh.
And in English, the first choice is yeah, whatever.
I didn't.
But
I
it's
didn't
more
even
like
notice.
yeah, okay, or I guess that'll do, or sure,
I didn't say the
guess.
yeah, whatever. I was like, no, you
Yeah.
idiot. I'm gonna pick the damn party. You womanizing creepo. I know it might seem cowardly to fight unarmed prisoners. Oh, we are so not unarmed.
We are unarmed.
There's always a
don't worry.
Biggs. Every
There's
Final
always a
Fantasy.
Biggs
Well,
and there's always a Wedge,
yeah.
and there's always a
At least
Sid.
most of the time is the consistent characters are Biggs and Wedge. Sid usually makes a comeback as well as named characters. Those are really the three big ones. I think
Those
there are
the
other
big
ones,
Yeah.
but those are the big ones. But I hope you appreciate our position. Hey, it's a dog eat. They're fully armed, sir. What? How? Actually, it was more like how. Hell with it. Let's go, Wedge. That'd be a lot funnier if it was let's go, Wedge, and they just left. Like, I'm out of here. I ain't paid enough for this shit.
JK, bye.
I was demoted because of you. I'm only a lieutenant now. I'll get my revenge. I don't care, Biggs. Howie. You guys got anything good? You got a question mark. Let me just do a quick draw.
Quick draw.
It's reflect. Oh, you got two things. Hold on a second. We're just gonna find out what these little things.
The other thing
slows.
that we're doing for folks who are new is what
Regen?
we
Oh,
coined
he's got a regen.
as children, the bonsai method. So what's happening is that in Final Fantasy VIII, they have a system called the limit break system. And the way that works is when your health is low enough, you have a chance. That is so flashy.
Sure
anyway,
is.
You have a chance to do a
That's
special
not-
move
That's not a good
called
move to use.
a limit break. which is more powerful than your normal attacks. And it usually has something special like going on. Like for Zell, there's like real-time actions you have to do.
I hate that I have to use the stick for this.
Yeah, for Selfie, you have to do like a roulette through the possible
Damn it.
options and stuff like that. And the lower the health is, the more chance you have to do these incredibly strong attacks. And so the bonsai method is what we called it, and it's a way of playing that's basically you keep everyone's health super low so that they can just consistently do these incredibly high attacks. And so you can just like churn through the fights and the bosses, and like so you say super low leveled, super low health, and you just like
Not super low level. We'd be lower level if we just avoided fights,
Sure.
but we're more so just
you're a little under leveled, you don't have a ton of health, and you're just you're trying to jack your like,
cranking
total
through.
health number really high so that you get what they would consider low, which is a percentage of your total with higher numbers, basically.
Damn, that was a big number.
And then we sit here and just murderate them. Which is
I
fun.
get it.
It's a fun way to play because it makes the
It
fights
is.
go faster. It's a little
You get
like
to
it
see all the
adds some
the limit
zing.
breaks constantly.
Yeah, it adds some zing to the combat. It's a different strategy. So you have to keep people like low but not too low. So then you have to like debate when to heal them. And it's a fun way to play. And it's
Yeah,
a lot
and
more
it's only
stressful, but in a fun way.
it's only made possible by the goofy ass systems they introduced for.
Yep.
Hey.
I wish that they didn't change the name of the special moves from game to game. I think Limit Break was such a good name for them, and they should just always be called that. Even if the
All right, I guess I should get the mug just
what is
in
it?
case.
What am I saying?
Is there chocobos
Mechanic.
on it? I don't think there are any. I mean, chocobos exist as a
Yeah,
thing,
exists.
but there's no like mini
we
games.
ride one at one time.
Do we?
I think I remember Squall riding a chocobo. Well, I'm gonna
Maybe.
look it up.
Trying to because it doesn't jump out to me that there was a mini game.
I think
There's
on the world map.
maybe you could rent one somewhere for the world map, maybe. But no, you rent cars in this one.
Chocobos in Final Fantasy VIII are obtained through chocobo forests, where, with the help of Chocoboy,
Oh, right.
Squall can capture
Chocobo
a
forest.
mother chocobo to ride
I don't
around
think you
the
could just
country.
walk out. Please, this is a cutscene. Oh, maybe it's not yet. You have any idea? Sir. Laguna.
If this crashes,
Laguna. I get so upset.
We're
Laguna?
gonna be
I don't
so
know why, but I
sad.
feel kind of lucky.
I
Let's go
don't
after
feel
them,
lucky,
okay?
Zell. I don't feel lucky. Please don't give us a cutscene.
What the? I'm honestly kind of inclined to just go swap, like,
I think maybe you should, because at
the
some
file.
point, don't they show the thing like drilling up or down?
yes, they do.
I really think you should.
All right, hold on. We're
'Cause
doing some
I don't
behind the
think-
scenes
I
work.
think one of our issues with this was that there is no save in this whole place, and it was very
Okay.
sorry. So
okay.
what we're doing right now is that because we have mods on some of these like video
Browse
files, so that they're high def, for whatever reason, about 50 to 60% of the time,
Honestly, it's consistently on like the third video it goes.
yeah, they like crash the whole game out, and because we haven't
Data,
saved in forever,
Movies.
that would be super tragic. So we're
See,
we're
disc.
swapping out to the unmodified videos.
Disc
Yo, okay.
1.
Super sad. We're in disc 2.
Disc. Well, it's the disc count starts at 0. It's disc
Oh.
1 for my purposes.
The offset error. Why? Yeah, there are 7 chocobo forests in Final Fantasy VIII,
Okay.
and there are puzzles in 6 of them.
Okay, we don't actually see a video for a bit.
Okay, so maybe we're all right. We might be all right.
I think we'll keep rolling. I'll keep that folder open in case I need to go jump in.
Okay.
Do I know about Unreal Engine 5? I know about it. I have never worked with it. It's certainly exciting in what it can potentially bring to games. Like that, it seems to be a very interesting engine. Do you have anything specific that you wanted to comment about Unreal Engine 5? If escapee refuses to surrender, you have permission to kill. The anti-magic field will be lifted. Oh, how convenient. The security alarm. Oh, Seaweaver knows. Yeah, there you go. Jump on in, Seaweaver. You cover it. All right. Also, guide Kappa. Where are we supposed to go first?
You can now go up and down floors and explore the entire D district. The story continues when you reach the top floor. However, it's worth adventuring to the bottom floor to obtain Combat King 001 and to pick up a number of strong items along the way. Each floor of the prison has a door on the left screen and a door on the right. However, many of these doors are either locked. However, punctuation is important, and they didn't do it right. Many of these doors are either locked or contain no items. Additionally, not all of the floors have a barrier between the two sets of stairs. Only certain floors will require you to go all the way around the circle. Use the map below to obtain all the items. There's a Thundaga drop point on 11.
There's a what drop point?
Thundaga drop point.
Thundaga.
Oh, there's a save point on 10.
Save point on 10.
Berserk draw point on 9. A shop on 8. 7 and 6 have nothing notable.
Did I just have you attack yourself, you goddamn idiot? I freaking hit right to switch to limit break, and apparently it didn't trigger until after I had hit A. So it didn't select limit break. Instead, it selected a different target, which was punch face. You know, it was Zell. I can't say I hate that too much. He deserves to be punched in the face every now and then. Okay, so we want to get up to 10.
No, down to 10.
What?
What are you on right now?
I thought we were on 7.
Oh, maybe you are. No, I think you're on 8.
There's literally a save point on 6.
Oh.
It's fine.
That is not listed. Oh, it says it's in the hallway.
That's fine. All right. Save accomplished. Now.
Okay, so there's a Combat King on 1.
I guess I'll just go out of the bottom first. Well, there's a save point at 10. We probably don't need to scramble.
For fighters? Who's
is there
Combat King?
Is there anything important on 6? It looks like I've got to go around anyway.
It doesn't say anything.
I got to go around anyway.
5, it says there's a card player.
Oh, there's a card player.
The right cell. It also says 500G next to it.
It's been a while since I played some cards. I could go for a card.
4 in the left cell, it says there's a tent. Right cell.
Man, the fact that they make us go all the way down and then go back all the way up is such a pain in my ass. Hey, bro, you want to play cards? Huh? Use Balam's rules, too? We can do that. Oh, he makes you pay 500 gil to play.
Yeah.
Sure. Is it going to be a trade all? It is.
Yay. I wonder how
our the Eidolons I have? Well, obviously I can't at this very moment, as we're in the old cards. But I have the main 3, Shiva, Ifrit, Quetzalcoatl, Siren, Carbuncle, Diablos,
the
Brothers. That might be that. That might be what I have right now.
Yeah. And in this game, they call them Guardian Forces.
They do.
GFs, most often. I think Eidolons is a better name for them.
Yeah, that's what they're called in 9.
It's a better name. Guardian Force is weird. Like, it's a force of what? Like, even just Guardians would be better. Guardian Force, what does that mean?
This guy's cards is not that good.
Well, that's good.
Damn.
As you get rocked.
There is absolutely no way to take this and not lose it again. Should be fine, I guess. He's obviously going to play that one just fine, because we can just take that right back. We're going to end up in a tie, damn it. Damn, he forced a tie.
But at least you didn't lose.
Yeah. Open rule is spread throughout this region.
That's not
All
a
right, let's try
discount.
it
We just
again.
paid you that.
Trade rule all. Okay. Okay. Oh, man, this set of cards is significantly shittier than the last one of his. That's too bad. Yeah, the card game in this one is quite good. It is, as a card game, it holds up. Okay, so it's obvious he's going to put that there. Avoiding the inevitable draw is actually something that seems to be more of a challenge than anticipated. Kind of going to have to put that there. Oh. I see. He's done that for some reason. God damn. Draw, bastard. It's so irritating. There's clearly some tactics that I am missing in this game, as far as like ensuring that I can bait out a certain result. It's like it's always they always put in the corner. It's like, what? Do I want to... Can I control... Can I convince you to go to the right? I can. So I can kind of control in that way. And then I can take control... Okay, but I can no longer take that middle one back. I can obviously take the one on the right back. But then he's probably going to go to the under. Yep. I'm thinking so much harder about where I put things now. So I think it's going to be a goddamn draw again. No, he's...
All right. I'm going to refill my water while you think about it.
He's done a... No, he's baited the freaking draw again. No, I will be up by 1. Nope, he's... he baited the goddamn draw. I hate this asshole. Oh, he's driving me crazy. Oh, I hate him so much. Oh, I'm upset. Oh, he's got some very rare cards that I definitely want. Okay, so taking this, he can't take that back.
The sparks of competition are burning in Poe's soul.
If I take this, he can't take that back. Okay, this one is going much better. If I use this, he can't take that back. He's cooked. He's cooked. Well, and that's a big one because I just got the Fujin and Raijin cards.
Yay!
That feels like a
That was a good
relatively
one to win.
rare one. Yeah.
The character card's always good to grab.
Yeah. And Abaddon seems to be more rare. Fujin Raijin. And Deathclaw. Here you go. Oh, thanks. A potion.
Thanks,
Real cool,
I guess.
That was making me so salty. I would have been almost less annoyed if he had just been winning outright. The fact that he just baited the draw every time.
I would have found that more annoying because then you'd have to restart.
True, but like, I don't know. Just as
floor 4, there's a tent in the left-hand cell.
There's a box. A tent in a box. It's a tent in a box.
On floor 3, there's a pet house in the right-hand cell.
Oh, a pet house. Oh.
We got paid.
Damn. I remembered that Elf Rider had asked me to show the summons, and then I forgot. I could show the actual summons.
Yeah, do it.
We haven't done that in a while.
We haven't seen Diablos
I know, there's several we haven't seen. Let's play with some summons and look at their pretty animations.
Since we're safely...
We're just cruising.
Saved. There's some weak sauce lasers.
We've seen
Oh, I
both those.
forgot that the GF takes the damage until they're summoned.
It's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Honestly. It's almost a shame that it's so easily overwritten by the whole just use limit breaks thing, you know? It's like it's so much better to just do that the entire GF mechanic is like, look at him go.
He picks up the floor. I forgot that. These guys are so goofy.
I know. I kind of love them.
I love them.
I freaking do it.
And then he does. He's like, oh no.
I kind of love it though because he ends up tossing the big one.
Throws the huge one. Hilarious.
I mean, it's good
so
damage.
Goofy.
I love them.
They're pretty great. They're so funny.
Steel orb. Steel orb, I think I can convert to useful things if I remember correctly. Hey, we learned some things.
And learning is power.
Yay!
While you look at that, I'm going to run to the restroom.
Onward and upward. Honestly, that brother did a lot more damage than I had given it credit for. That was actually pretty effective. And I don't even have... So there's an ability all of the GFs have called Boost. Well, so Elfried, there is no real concept of classes in this game, like most Final Fantasy games. So because of the way equipment works in this, where there's not equipment. So to increase stats, you junction is what it's called. You essentially equip spells, like magic spells, into specific stat slots, which increases that stat depending on the affinity to the spell, how many of the spells you have, and blah, 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 blah. So the only thing that defines what class or what ability is best for any specific character is the fact that like what their limit break is based on. So both Selfie and Keystis, you are correct. Their limit breaks are magic based, and Zell's would be strength based. But that doesn't ultimately matter too much because since you can individually junction spells to individual stats, you just take their strongest spell and you put it into the stat that like works best. There's not really any concept of like a dedicated healer or anything of that nature in this one. Another save point.
The Combat King is going to be in the right hand side.
Okay. But I also don't have any choices of who's coming with me right now because we are in prison. There it is. The Combat King. That should give a new move to Zell. Or maybe I have to use the item. Combat King, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Dolphin Blow.
Draws out the secret power of the dolphin.
Yeah, the secret power. Fight Reno in Ever Crisis.
I frequently wish I could have the secret power of the dolphin.
Don't we all? I don't think I played Ever Crisis. I know the name Reno. In this game, we will have some crazy stuff later on. There is like, Ultima weapon and stuff that will wander into late game. We haven't gotten to too many spicy circumstances yet. Yo, I found the seeds. Hold on, let's try again to look at a couple of these.
Yo, I found the
GFs.
seeds.
Yo, now we can plant the tomatoes.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
Hey,
Boo!
we found this. No, they're literally called seeds, and they live in a garden. Come on now.
Boo!
That joke is obvious and necessary. You can't stop me.
Everybody's sleeping. Wake up, you morons.
I mean, it is the appropriate ability when you're trying to capture escaped prisoners. I remember this one being cool, too. Honestly, all of the GF summons are really cool.
Oh, this is Siren.
Yeah, this is Siren.
She got that weird hair wings. Wing hair. Wing ears?
It's a Japanese thing. Well, that'll cook them. And they just napping.
Do they stay asleep between fights? I can't remember.
I don't think so. I don't think they do. I don't even remember. There probably are some of the status effects that they carry between combats, but sleep I don't think is one of them. Running in the damn circle. I think I could manage to jump that fence that seems to be blocking them from going directly. Like this, I'm pretty sure I could jump that.
Mm-hmm.
When there are monsters let loose on all these floors, I don't know if just running around them is what you want to do. You could just hop the fence. It's okay. Nobody's going to get upset. Oh, I think these guys are valuable. They got Berserk if I wanted. Yeah, we'll pull up some of the old ones too. Don't squeeze me. Nope, Shiva's up first. I feel like Shiva's probably one that I used maybe the most often
She's one of my favorites.
I know. I remember it really strongly. Like, her freaking, like, charge up has such a good animation to it. It looks so freaking sick. The Carbuncle. Look at this guy. Carbuncle's kind of cool because he's an ally useful one. This is Diablos. Also pretty sick. Not that useful, though, because his damage is percentage-based. I don't really like percentage-based stuff. Usually just punching them in the face is more effective.
Why did you say Carbuncle?
What's that?
You said something about Carbuncle ally. What?
Carbuncle's interesting because it affects your party instead of the enemy.
Oh, yeah.
Smush.
Oh, I remember that animation.
Yeah, Diablos is a cool one. It's not as useful, but I just like it. Like, I don't even care. It's a cool animation. Yeah, he's done. Another steel orb. Hey, HP junction. Carbuncle needs to learn a new thing. We can do status defense.
I brushed my teeth.
Hey, good job.
Thanks. I like how when I'm watching your streams, I use them as time to get ready for bed, and it doesn't change if I'm on stream with you. I'm like, no,
Not at least in this way.
we brush teeth. It helps that my toothbrush is literally on my computer desk. Like, it doesn't live in my bathroom. It lives on my desk, so it's like right there. So
How many play hours?
leave.
It's honestly, I noticed it when I was coming in to play, and I was like, I actually surprised at how few it was. I think I started today at like 12 and a half hours, which would put me up at like 13 or 14 or 15, I should say.
Yeah, this is our 4th stream. They're about 4 hours per stream, a little less maybe.
But like, I'm almost surprised that I was able.
And
I guess that
frequently
does,
we have like stood on a single screen and talked about things.
It's true. There is a lot of time spent just
So
sitting and
there
talking.
Should be less.
It should, like,
Fewer,
actual gameplay wise, it's probably like, I'd say I finished disc 1 in probably like 9 hours of actual gameplay. And that would actually be even less if we hadn't spent like an hour and a half just trying to play cards on that first day. I can't believe you get off the first disc so fast. Like, that's really kind of what boggled my mind, because like,
Well, I wonder how much, because it doesn't speed up the story elements necessarily, but I wonder how much the fights are sped up by us just. Although, you know, some of the early fights we didn't have the bonsai thing worked out yet, so I don't know.
We hadn't really gotten set up. Is there anything on floor 8?
I just remember it being incredibly long. But
is there anything I need on floor 8?
There's a shop in the left cell.
Oh. It's really just it's interesting because I feel like thinking back to when I would play it when I was young, like it felt like getting to off the first disc was like forever. You know, a long marathon of like getting there, and it's like an accomplishment, like, well, yeah, we made it. But like now it's just like, bam, we're off disc 1, off we go. And I don't know how much of that's just now I'm jaded, how much of it's just like streaming manipulates my perception of time in general. But I'm surprised that we just cooked off of disc 1 so fast. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm also a Balam Garden student. Oh, but I can't give you any info. I'm working for Calvadia right now. Not supposed to do this, but I wanted to see you all with my own eyes. Hey, you need any items? You have to pay, of course. Just regular shit. Oh, I have a lot of money again. Okay.
We got paid.
Well, apparently got paid several times. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pick up. No, we'll pick up echo screens and we'll pick up holy water. Just because, oops, we can go to ability. We can go to life magic. Holy water, zombies. Status magic. Soft breaks, we have those. Eye drops for blinds. Echo screens for silences. Just trying to fill into some other magics here. Keystis. Status mid magic. No, that's converting lower to higher. Lightning, ice. Time and space. Do we... Oh, yeah, slows and things. Ooh, we got a lot of spider webs. We could probably... Yeah, we could get our slows set up. Those might be useful for some things. Steel orb can be turned into demis. $36. Okay, hold on. Gotta do the old magic jockeying here. Bye. That was echo screens. Ability, convert into... Yeah, so this is all tied up into the junctioning system where, like, you can't... Magic isn't endless. You don't use, like, mana or MP for magic. You actually consume magics. So there are all kinds of ways to actually create magic. And since those things are then used to essentially equip, this whole sort of jumping through hoops to get magic and stuff is all a whole process, and there's a bunch of tools to do it. Okay, silence is not nearly as good as slow. Oh, it's LM attack, so... We can add status attack. Okay, there. That helps. That should increase our defenses by quite a bit. Or the spirit, which is magic defense. High defense is important when we're trying to stay at low health, because we want those numbers to be as small as possible.
Yes. Hit us for baby amounts.
Okay, we've seen both of those. We haven't seen Quetzalcoatl lately, so for all of the new folks, though we have used it in the past. We'll go ahead and slap this guy. It still looks cool. We've only used it once this whole game, so, you know...
Do it again!
Oh, yeah, I forgot I can hide the interface, so we can just watch it.
They know it looked cool. Like, you can tell they were like, yes, people are going to
sick
want
as
to look
hell.
at. Yeah, people are going to want to look at this because our graphics are amazing. Because at the time,
they were
amazing. These were incredibly hype. The cutscenes were incredibly hype. This is this, like we've said it before, but this was the first one to use like orchestra, like a studio orchestra versus like a synthesized orchestra. So the music was hype, like incredibly hype.
It really amped up the cinematic nature of like video games broadly, like not just Final Fantasy games, but like this was a big deal.
Yes.
Payday again.
This is back when Final Fantasy games felt cutting edge. Like they were really doing something different. Like every time they were elevating.
Well, yes.
The genre.
To be fair,
It's really hard to do that now with technology the way.
Yes, exactly. Like cutting edge is just not.
That's why I have such fond memories of the earlier games. Though,
that era of video games was just exciting.
Came out, it was
just exciting.
So thrilling.
And today
every
it's just
new Final Fantasy was like an event because it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Like how
today,
much better than the other one it was. Like
game
even the jump
industry
between
is just...
this and 9.
Oh, you got a battle meter. Are you mercenary or something? If you win this game, I'll add something special to that thing for you, but I charge 300 gil. Oh, he's another card game.
Card player, yeah. The other cell on the right has the Thundaga. See that already? Did I miss it while I was talking about games?
I don't think so.
Oh, you're at the 300 gil one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's up a level. Sorry.
I hope I don't lose. Oh, those are some shitty cards. I ought to be okay.
I too hope you don't lose.
Okay, so if I do this... Let me see here. So doing this will bait them onto the right. God damn it. I've screwed myself again.
You're not going to lose, are you?
No, I don't think so. Oh, no, I did manage to sneak it out. I'm a little surprised.
I was going to say, you just said his cards are crap. How did you lose?
It's because of the way you gain points. Like, I have to, like, try to bait him to position himself to ensure that I take one more than he does. So, like, I can't just defend entirely. Here you go. Now you can look at even more detailed records. Well, thanks for improving my dumb battle meter thingy. Hey, point.
And then up a floor, the right cell have Thundaga draw point, and the left cell will have another card player.
All right, so am I on, like, floor 10 then?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and restart the game.
Okay.
To minimize the likelihood that we're going to get cut at that cutscene.
Okay, makes sense.
Because I'm pretty sure it's related to having seen multiple cutscenes before. I think it's something about trying to fill memory. We'll see if that proves true, but...
Don't forget to adjust your volume.
I already did. Oh, you would know. Oh, shoot. I just realized my gaming audio has been off.
This whole time?
Not the whole time. Since I went to try to check the videos, because I didn't want to blow everybody's eardrums out. Well, there hasn't been it's been the same music and a few GFs. We'll do the GFs again later with proper audio.
I was going to say, I've been hearing it fine.
You have. But that is because you've been hearing it through Discord. Hey, bro. Hey, you guys. I'm really bored. Want to play a card game with me? Another one? I'll give you something if you win. I'll have to charge you for the game. Only fair, right? How about 200 gil? All right, 200 gil. All right, bring it on. Okay, bro. Those are some pitiful cards. I'm trying to see if I need to think more about it, but I can't, I don't have the patience every time I get in here, because, I feel like when I go first, I actually want to try to bait them out in a specific way so that I can then take it after the fact. But I don't know, because, if I were to put, Ifrit at the top, I know they would put something below it to take it, and then I could go, to the right, and I'd be able to take... But I feel like that's kind of where I should be, but I'll just kind of continue on. If I take this, he's definitely gonna go below to take Ifrit. But I can then take this. Okay. Well. I mean, I am currently up. I win. That's fine. I win enough. Any of these new?
I'm wearing a hula skirt. Oh, no, it's a,
nope.
A dirt pile.
Here, just as a promise. Oh, potion. Cool, bro. Cool. Super good. Robo jerk. Beat him up. Dolphin below. Literally dolphins. It's just wee.
Bing, bing, bing.
To borrow money to buy a game to stream. I mean, it depends on the cost of the game, but honestly, I'd probably just buy it. I wouldn't let somebody borrow money. I'd just be like, oh yeah? Oh, sure. I just ain't that
That's
important.
That's what the gift system on Steam is for, man.
Honestly, yeah.
Bam, 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 bam.
It would not be the first streaming friend that I subjected to a game. By my own... Well, I mean, asking is one thing. First time asking it, yeah, that's fine. Can't have it and be like, what the hell are you doing, man? What's up, guys? Something there? Laguna. Squall! You okay? It was hell. So let's get the hell out of here. Catch. Dude, he's wobbly and he just yeets a freaking sword at him.
Yeah. I kind of wish he'd been laying on the ground.
Oh, suddenly I'm in control of Squall. That was bizarro. Just get the hell out of here. Laguna, 52.39. That's like $40. America. Freedom Eagles. Did you come here as Laguna in the dream world? No. So Squall doesn't know how to get out either.
Freedom
Well,
dollars.
either way, we kept going up and up. I think we better head back down. Be a pain to go down every floor. The alarm alerted monsters and security guards everywhere. By the way, how the hell did they carry you up here, Squall? That thingy. Whoa, what's this? It's like a crane that can carry a detachable cell from downstairs. Oh, so this big hole goes all the way to the bottom. Yes! Okay, whatever, Selfie. So if we jump all the way down, we're out of here. Go ahead if you want to be squashed like a pancake. Oh yeah, I remember now.
I mean, Laguna is able to hang from the sea. So
We can move this arm by using the panel
the
above
sky,
in the control
rather.
room. I remember Ward doing this. We need to operate them both at the same time. Someone needs to stay upstairs and control the panel.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
This area is so annoying.
Ugh. Me? Fine. Give you instructions from upstairs. Everyone get inside. Well, this is the arm control room. Yo, can you guys hear me? Hi, Azel, loud and clear. So, what do we do? Press the red button on the main panel. The button. I'll take care of the rest. There. Whee. Guys, I assure you I was also at the bottom, and there was nothing down here. What's happening? Oh, we're just jumping out. Hey, so what are we going to do now? Well, there's a door over there. And? Let's check it out. Which? Squall? Zell? Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, you are the right one. But your HP is actually a little lower. I must have changed. It's shuffled some stuff. Oh, well. You know, actually, before we continue, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I've been drinking this whole time. Amuse the masses, Kappa. I'll be right back momentarily.
Amuse the masses?
Yeah, I believe in you.
I don't believe in me at all. I'm just vibing. Hanging out. Chilling even. You didn't even stop on an interesting screen for me to narrate. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? I can tell you all that I booked my first solo real vacation yesterday. I'm going to the Berkshires in Massachusetts, January, and I'm going to an all-inclusive spa. So I'm going to go there for a whole week. I'm not going to make any decisions. I'm going to see the horses and get the spa treatments and sleep on very fancy bedding and eat 3 meals a day, also snacks and desserts and pastries, all of which are excellently reviewed online. And it's going to be fantastic. And I'm looking forward to it very much. I had wanted to kind of do something for my birthday this year because it was like big number. And I was sick for 9 months with vertigo, so I couldn't do anything. But January is still technically in the year of the big number, so that's very exciting. So I booked it yesterday, and can't wait. It's gonna be so cool.
I return.
Welcome back. The timing impeccable.
Impeccable. Oh yeah. You'll have to tell me how that whole all-inclusive dealio goes. I've always been curious about all-inclusives.
Well, especially if you don't drink.
Sure.
Which I don't, because alcohol's not included, but I don't care.
Yeah.
And it depends, like the level of inclusive.
Sand. I mean, we're underground.
I wanted to make sure I went somewhere that like all three, it's not just like breakfast.
Well, in any case, we can't get out from here.
What
was that? Gunfire? Sounds pretty bad. Zell! Let's get back. Quick.
But yeah,
Zell's being murdered.
Snacks, smoothie bar, coffee shop.
There he is, over there.
$175 credit to any of the experiences or spa a day.
Seize the escapee. Dead or alive? Too many. I'm out of here. Oh, where's Zell? Oh!
That guy was fast.
Well, I caught it. I needed to freaking switch back.
Good job.
Siege, you ain't getting away. Bro, sleep, there's one of me. Come on now. Like, come on now. Freaking wasting my time.
Also, the cool thing was, I have a
You know, what are you gonna
college
do, huh? You just gonna sit there?
friend- Yeah, now we're both bored. Why would you do that?
Staring at me. Why waste the
I had
time,
a college
man?
friend who's doing travel agent stuff on, and she specializes in all-inclusive stuff. So I just had her give me choices. Like, I didn't have to go research. She gave me choices.
Yeah, that's really
I
handy.
picked the one I liked. She's gonna book my flights. Like, I don't have to do anything.
That's pretty nice.
It's real nice.
Ugh, you bastard.
And I don't have to pay her because she gets a commission
Die.
for the booking. So, like...
Didn't go down that easy. Squall, none of this makes sense. Squall was down at the first level. How did he get above to come down like that? Thanks, man.
I mean, it's like with the little
What?
parade. We shot from the wrong
Let
direction.
go. It's true. That also is true.
They don't care about these things.
I said let go.
Also, I guess the resort's like an
Squall,
hour away from the airport, but they pick you up at the airport and bring you there
Glad you're all right.
for
Squall,
free.
why did you go on your own? Is that important to you? Selfie and the weird ass questions. Yeah. I feel like it's just like crawling across the floor. Like,
Which is what you should do.
it is. It's just
To
funny.
be fair, although I would be army crawling, I would not
There's
be
no way
up
we
that
get
high.
out of here. Ah, ugh. Sounds like Irvine. M'lady. Come on. Oh, it's Renault. That's right. Stop trying to act so cool. Gee, if only you had agreed with me earlier, we wouldn't be in this mess. Squall. Squall's alive. I knew he would be. Squall's okay. Yeah.
Oh, no, even.
Yeah. This is when Renault shows herself to not be totally useless. Renault, you're all right. Uh-huh. Nobody cares about Irving. Literally just got kicked down the stairs. Of course. Courtesy of my escort. What's that supposed to mean? My father pulled some strings with the military. Told them to get me and only me out. I knew it. So this guy here, he came and got me. Just me. Knowing you were all captured. Isn't that horrible? I love her talking over Irving so much. It's my favorite thing. All right. I said I was sorry. That's why I'm here to help. After I scratched you to death. Anyhow, now's our chance. Basement door is buried in sand. Of course it is. This place is buried underground. Buried. That's right, this prison is... There they are! It's the escapees! Squall, you choose 2 more party members and head on up. I'll hold them here. Up. Don't have time to explain now. The exit's up there, trust me. Like, we're buried underground. The bottom is full of sand. So yeah,
Clearly
go
we
up.
need to go up.
How hard is that, Squall? Come on now.
Opposite direction.
Freaking, where else? What is like, oh, I thought we'd just get some shovels? Like, what? Come on. What else are you gonna do, man? Okay. I think I know the way. We'll bring Keistis. We'll junction exchange. Zell back to Squall. Renoa to Selfie. My turn to boogie now. Yeehaw. Okay. It's instantaneous combat. Got him. Yeah, the amount of up and down you do in this dungeon is a real pain in the ass.
Bet.
Okay, floor 10. Floor 10's got the save in that one there. Honestly, maybe we didn't think there were save points here because
I don't remember
I don't know
actually going into any of those cells.
I don't know if we
I'm
realized
gonna be
those were
real
doors
honest.
we could go in.
Because I just remember it being no save points and just forever
There's
in
like
the hallway.
the one on the 6th floor, and like that I think was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we realized we could go through those doors. They
I don't
certainly
know that
do
we
look
did.
like the background. Like,
Yeah, they absolutely do not look like something you should be able to get into.
get him, Angelo. Fire the dog cannon. Bacow. You done been dogged. Man, I am feeling hungry.
Yeah, I had to eat some chips and salsa earlier. It wasn't quite nachos, but it's what I had.
Yeah. I think I'll probably call it for the evening once we get out of this particular dungeon. It'll be a little shorter than it has been recently, but I am famished, and I have a little bit of a headache. This dungeon is agony.
It's pretty rough.
It really is, like, I don't know if it's actually super long or if it just feels super long. Oh man, this is because it's like it. Not only is it reasonably long, but like every floor is identical. It's so boring. Oh man, this is endless. Yo,
Like,
what's our next
now
move?
knowing you have to go down to the bottom and then back up and then down again, but like it always felt like I didn't know where to go.
Hey, can't we go up again using the arm? I think Squall and the others are already up there. Hey, good idea. I gotta operate it from that room upstairs. Leave that to me. All right, let's head to the floor where the arm stopped. Will you look up what floor the arm stopped at?
Blah blah, card players, blah blah. Customized battle meter can be used to show him a team. Wait.
Surely it's down.
Blah blah.
I mean, is it actually on one?
I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling.
I assume it's because it was stopped at 1. We started on 8. There's no way that they would have us go.
So you've selected a team. Well,
Yeah,
continue around.
We're
the
now-
until they reach 13. Jump back to Irving. You should
And
be
go-
leading into building where Irving will like
and then go down to
make it down to floor 3.
okay, down to 3.
Did we get the
Fact-
battle meter from any of the
Yeah, we
card
did.
players?
We did.
Okay.
The fact that you have to go up and down this series of rings and every ring looks identical is
It's
so
wild. Some of them don't
boring.
have that wall between. So you don't have
Yeah,
to go all the way around. every
that's
time,
nice.
But yeah,
it's like
stupid.
whoever designed this place should
Is
have
it
reconsidered.
done? Yeah.
They should have reconsidered.
I mean, I guess I get why they're all. But like also,
Yeah.
come on, man.
The thing is I think it'd be okay to have them be all the same, but then to like
Make you run up and down and up and down. Like, give us a
Yeah, that's the
button to
problem.
push down that little wall, guy. Please.
Hey, hop on. See, I think the main problem is that they were like they thought maybe that like
If you talk to one of those guys, you'll get a cottage.
all of these Yep, there's a cottage. All
And
of
the other guy
the
gives you
little
something,
like
too.
switches back and forth and like the
It feels like you
story.
should be doing something or like a puzzle or like, and you're really just not. It's just gap filler.
Yeah, like I feel like they thought that might be enough to give it sort of character, but in reality, all it is like
tedious.
you just stuck being subjected to like
Head into
the
the next
same
screen and up
rooms.
the stairs. There's a save point on the right side of the screen and another set of stairs at the back of the room that you can climb. Ba-da-da.
Oh, I didn't switch back the freaking GFs. It's fine. These guys are absolutely weak little wieners. Well, and that's the other thing is I keep having to freaking switch all the shit.
Yeah, this says you shouldn't switch it to Irving because there's no point. But
Well, I already did.
too late. Up the stairs, save point on the right.
Well, on the right. Oh, there.
Exit. Blah, blah, blah. Another set of stairs at the back of the room that you can climb.
Oh, we're just going straight up. Oh, right. And then we like hear Irving or something.
Take the exit in the bottom right corner of the screen, which leads outside.
And then this should be the cutscene, I think. This time we're really out. Prisoners may not go beyond this point. You will be terminated. Oh, I wonder if this guy's got anything to pull.
That was a. Do they always dissolve that way?
They
sounds
change
weird.
sometimes. Boss fights have like a little bit more character to the way they do that.
Micro missile.
Damn you, micro missiles.
Hey, Renoa. She's just not as low.
That one does half.
Ooh, you can do. Cast some haste. Angelo! The most ridiculous one of all.
Oh, they
By
didn't
one,
die.
I mean,
Shocking. Fire the dog cannon.
lemon break.
Bacow! Holy shit, that was a lot of damage.
Good boy. He's the bestest boy.
I don't. Maybe you got the setup that was intended for Squall, because that was really high.
That'd be so funny. If...
Hey, Squall, can you hear me? Yeah, she might have had the strength kit there. Hey, you guys. Man, so is this what you were talking about? Well, Squall and the others already went ahead. I can hear you. See? I told you we'd be all right. Squall, go ahead and operate the arm. Ow. Squall, push down the yellow button on your upper right-hand side. Is this it? Alrighty. We'll be there in like a second. Wait right there. Hey, is it supposed to move this slow? So what? What's the rush? It's like they'll be just fine. Junction. Oh yeah, that's definitely Squall's kit.
You know.
Well, you
A
know,
little extra juice. Angelo wanted to have a really good time.
Angelo had his moment, because that was a shit ton of damage. It didn't crash.
Yay!
The hypothesis continues to be validated.
So cool. This was also a really cool.
This was a big one. The scale of this cutscene is like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What is this place?
It's a prison.
No way. When I came in earlier, it wasn't like this. How can you not feel when that's happening? There's no way that you wouldn't feel that stupid thing going up and down.
Yeah.
Well, let's just head for that structure over there. that identical structure over there.
I also am like, what is the purpose of it being able?
I don't know.
What purpose is that filling? Unless it's like there are no exits at the bottom, and so
Run.
you go up to make sure no one can escape, and you only go down to let people out. I don't know. Like, I cannot think of a reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
But also, like...
Shit.
But also consider this, right? Like, it doesn't move laterally. It goes up and down. And it is chewing through the earth when it does that. Eventually, it's not going to have enough structure to, like, hold it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it really makes no sense.
All right, hold on. I gotta... There's a few too many back-to-back cutscenes here, clearly. I gotta...
My phone is reminding me that my bedtime is 10:15. Well, not today, phone.
Let's see. Disk 0101. .avi. Move. Oh, wait, hold on. Don't just move it. Oh, 101. Copy and paste. I don't need to freaking lose track of one of these videos entirely. Copy, paste. And then disk 0102 HD. And then find the 0102 copy. We're just doing a little bit of
sorcery over there.
Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of file surgery. It's fine. Okay, we're back in business. Turn that bad boy down. All right. Turn the game audio back on. You're gonna have to redo that fight.
Boo.
Blah, blah, blah. We're really out. No, they're coming. It's a fight. Blah, 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 blah. Renoa still has Squall's kit.
I was gonna say, what are we gonna do? Angelo's not stuff, but nope, he is.
Still got the stuff.
Save us, Angelo.
Damn. Freaking meltdown. It's a freaking big one. Come on, give me a faded circle. Nah, rough divide. Well, F that guy in particular. Renoa says F everybody here. The cannon.
Angelo's not here for your shenanigans.
The Doge cannon.
This game predates the Doge game.
I know. I don't even like referencing Doge just because Elon Musk ruined it.
Oh, did he? Is he responsible for Dogecoin?
Yeah, sort of.
Ugh.
Indirectly responsible.
Ugh.
He's the worst.
He is the worst.
In every conceivable fashion.
This is, in fact, the second conversation I've had today about the actual worst. So, you know.
He is the worst. Okay, Renault and Squall switch back. We're going to go down the stairs this time and save. So at the very least, we don't have to do the conversations again.
Blah, 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 blah.
Off we go. Look how much blurrier it is. It's still okay, though, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
No, it really isn't.
It is really not bad.
No, I almost wonder if it's worth just switching back to the old ones just so I don't have to deal with it crashing all the time.
Maybe.
Because, like, honestly, the cutscenes aren't... They're fine.
I can't really tell the difference. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I mean,
It's certainly blurrier.
I guess, but I'm not mad at it.
What is
Like,
the
look
point
at the
of
way
all
it's
this?
chewing up the earth. That makes no sense.
Well,
For
you
a
know...
long-term situation. Why is this happening?
I mean, look at
But
that
also,
wild-ass
like-
backgrounds.
Also, though, like, can't you assume... Like, this part's not going underground. So if you just hold still,
You
you'll
would think
probably,
so.
like, just be on the ground.
Well, the churned dust is certainly kind of an issue.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably super ripped. Like, it's not hard for him to move, I guess, but... All those calisthenic classes, which hopefully they're taking actual,
Yeah.
like...
No, it's fine. I've just junctioned a bunch to strength. That's how this works. It was way too dangerous, wasn't it? Yeah.
Also, like, where did that bridge go? That makes no sense either.
The arms were moving kind of slow. They had the submerge system on. Let's just keep going. I want to ride the yellow one.
Of course you do.
I'll take that one too.
Of course you will. I'm sure.
Okay, me too.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought Irving was trying to go.
Hey, ladies. Let's go, Irving.
What does that look like a mouth? Is it just
It
me? It's
really
like eyes
does.
with a mouth. Like, ooh. They both do, honestly. They're like derpy faces.
They are. What? The sorceress is about to launch missiles at Garden. That's what Renoa heard from Irving. The only thing we can do now is go back to Garden as soon as possible and warn the students.
Why are there not phones?
All right, let's get in the car and go.
There's missiles, but there's not phones?
They're targeting both Balam and Trebia Gardens. We have to interfere with the launch. We have to
We've
stop the
got
missile. I mean, cell
television.
phones weren't really a... they
2000?
shitty ones were in 99.
Yeah. Bag phones
Stop the
and
missiles.
stuff. But like radios were a thing.
Radios
TV.
definitely were a thing.
Come on, man. They're the thing in this.
Missile-based
Like
plan.
they are a
Should
thing.
go
in
talk to
this.
Selfie.
Somehow they lost the ability to broadcast for 17 years. I
Oh,
don't
yeah, that's
understand
true. Their radio communications is weird. I just transferred from Trebia Garden. Can't just sit around knowing that Trebia Garden is in danger. So Squall, please, decide who's going to go to the Galbadia missile base before it's too late. It's easier said than done. What if something happens to the party members I choose? Let's take a vote. Squall will decide on the party. Squall will return to Balam because he's the leader. Anyone against this plan, please raise your right hand. I don't mind which team you put me on. But you're an outsider. You're the leader, Squall. What are the teams? Leader? Never asked to be the leader.
What do you mean
Well-
you never asked to be the leader?
Missiles away.
That's pretty
I-
cool.
Heard they were hitting Trebia first and then Balam. No. Trebia, I'm sorry. I couldn't stop it. Please let everybody be alright. Please. That was a miss, right? Squall, we have to report to Balam. Who are you taking? Come on, Squall. You have to decide, Squall. Squall, think carefully now.
Well, will y'all shut up so I can?
I've had it up to here with this leader thing. Alright, I'll choose.
I don't know why he's so bent out of shape about it. He was clearly the leader before. Like, what do you mean?
It's true. You take Renoa and... Kistis? No. We'll leave Kistis. We'll bring Zell. I'm not sure who's going to be in charge here first. I'm on the missile-based infiltration team. I have to be. They launch missiles at my Trabia. This team will now head for Balam, the rest to the missile base. Should I go with this? That's fine. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You'll just switch the junctioning anyway, and everybody's kind of the same. This mission is unlike any other. It's not an order or a request from anyone. Selfie, do you have some kind of plan? Break shit! I think if we take this Galbadian army vehicle, we should be able to make it inside the base. But that's about it. I'll have to think about the rest once we're inside. Do you think that'd be okay? I'm sorry. I mean, thanks. There isn't much time. You better hurry to Balam. See you at Balam Garden. Squall, hurry. You know, I feel there's something that feels pretty natural about this Final Fantasy, and I'm trying to compare if there are others that I think don't do it as well, or maybe it's just like other RPGs that sometimes I don't feel it do it as well, but like this one strikes me as very natural and believable, like in individual circumstance to the next, right? So like the way we're moving from sort of dungeon to dungeon or like story beat to story beat, they don't feel like stretches or anything, right? Like
no, the path of the narrative through all the dungeons hangs together really well.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think if there are Final Fantasies that I don't feel like do that as well. Yeah. Well, and honestly,
none of this feels like a MacGuffin, basically.
It might kind of be that, like, a big part of it is just, like, I'm so used to so many open world games that just, like, throw this pacing out the window. And it's just, like, it's kind of nice to have the pacing of, like, we got to go do this. Now there's a new circumstance that we got to go deal with over here. And it's, like, beat to beat to beat to beat that's, like, really well tied together. And it's just, like, God, I don't feel like that many games do that well anymore because they keep cramming in side quests or like opportunities for you to just F off and do whatever you want for a little while, and it's just like it's nice. It's a nice narrative feeling.
Yeah, it feels good. Feels like you're doing stuff.
Yeah, let's take that train. I would like a save point actually. Are we literally just going to take the train? Not like ride the train, but literally take the... Hey, stop! Yo, Squall, some dork's coming after us.
Kick him.
Stop the train!
I don't think
come on! Hey, this guy's not bad. Ah, woof. Later, sport. Come on, to the missile base. Oops. Okay, it turns out I did not want to switch. Okay, selfie with Zell, Irving to Squall, Kistis to Renoa. That may or may not be correct. But I can now save, and that's what I'm going to do. And then we will call it there for today. We will return Saturday, I guess. Saturday we'll be back. to carry on.
Excellent.
Excellent.
We have completed the prison. Honestly, I don't remember a lot of the dungeons after this. Like, maybe they'll come back to me, but most of my memory, like the dungeon, the prison, the parade, the like train sequence. Do they get more normal, and that's why I just remember stuff at the front, or did we just play the front of this game like 20 times more than the back?
Maybe. Honestly, I can't think of too many of the dungeons. I think a big part of it. I
vaguely remember the end, obviously.
Is they kind of, for a little while, I think they're going to not feel like dungeons for a bit. If I like this whole upcoming sequence, I think I recall a various chain of them, but we're going to be in like military establishments, and like I don't know if they necessarily feel as much like dungeons because we're going to be going to a few places that like I remember we go to. But anyway, we'll see when we get there if we're shocked, and you know, maybe it's like the weaker middle of the game, honestly, and like
we'll find
who
out.
knows.
Or maybe it's like the Encarta Mind Maze, and we just needed someone to say Labyrinth.
Oh yeah, we just need a quick reminder. Well, regardless, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Thanks for spending your, what the hell day is it? Thursday? I haven't even talked about how great it is tomorrow's Friday. So
basically Friday, guys.
Wonderful.
Happy basically Friday.
Enjoy your Friday. Have a good evening. Get yourself some sleep and some rest. Thanks all for hanging out. Thanks for all of the subscribers that aren't really here, but celebrating so many subscribers in the last couple days. So that's gone great. But yeah, look forward to Saturday when we'll be back for more Final Fantasy VIII, and then Sunday another Eldritch story time will be coming out. So that's all for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Initiating goodnight sequence. Dispersing appropriate dosage of compound 347. Initiating phase 1 of memory calibration. This won't hurt a bit. Just close your eyes.